Good evening and welcome to Lions Stadium for tonight's game between your Jacksonville Fighting Indians and the Henderson Lions. Welcome to our countdown to kickoff. I'm Ryan Travis, joined by Matt Montgomery, Todd Travis, and Lee Traylor. Tonight the Indians make their 2025 road debut in Henderson. And guys, I think that might be a good thing, as it seems like Jacksonville has some of their best performances on the road over the last few seasons. Matt, the Tribe have their work cut out for them against a really good Henderson team. What are we going to see from the Indians tonight?
Well, this is a good Henderson football team. There's no doubt about it. New head coach Ricky Meeks coming over from center, who Jacksonville played against him last year when he was the head coach at center. They started off, they lost their first game, 56-49 to Athens, a team Jacksonville will see next week in Athens. But high scoring. Henderson puts a lot of points up on the board. Last week they beat Liberty Ilo 52-13, and this game last year at Tomato Bowl, Henderson won the game 42-7. So it's an explosive offense for Henderson. Jacksonville is definitely going to have to play a better game defensively. But as we were talking about on the way over here, Jacksonville is 0-2. They played 4 halves. 2 of those halves have been pretty good. Now, if they could just put 2 halves together, it might be hopefully a different outcome. They just got to, mature and let the game come to them, some of the younger players, and I think they'll be okay. They are going to get Jalen Franklin back. Jacksonville will at wide receiver. That's good to see. Got injured in the first quarter of the first game against center, and he's all rehabbed up, looked good in practice this week. So everybody's pretty healthy, Ryan. We'll start off here with a little trivia. What team has Jacksonville played more than anybody in history?
I'm going to guess this is a loaded question here, Matt, and that would be Henderson.
No! It is Henderson. This is the 89th meeting between these two schools. Henderson leads the all-time series 50 wins to Jackson's 35. There's been 5 ties. So, yes, congratulations. You get the loaded trivia question.
Is this the most ties that Jacksonville has with a team as well?
I don't know that.
Do you have that stat?
I don't have that stat. Obviously ties. When did overtime? Somebody asked me that the other day. When did overtime start?
I mean, it's been as long as I can remember, but.
Yeah, 2009, 10, something like that. Well, I know that it was, we had the overtimes with Nacogdoches. So, yeah. We know it's before. It was at least 2010 because that was the year that happened. And then in 2013, there was a 5 overtime game with the Nacogdoches at Tomato Bowl. So, yeah, I don't know if 5 ties with Henderson is the leader, but it is the total number of games is Jacksonville and Henderson, and you would expect that being 30 miles between these two teams. Been in the district with them for years, and now they're 4A Division 1. Jacksonville is 5A Division 2. That could change next year when realignment comes. But, this is a Jacksonville team, speaking of statistics and offense. Fighting Indians, they're averaging the first 2 ball games 329 yards in total offense for the 2 games, and it's basically split right down the middle between rushing and passing. Ben Bolton has thrown for 311 yards, 23 out of 43 for 311. Completing about half his passes. So it's been a really balanced attack. And, of course, really, really happy with the way sophomore Polk has run the football. He's done a heck of a job. He's leading Jacksonville in rushing. 19 carries, 180 yards. That's a 9.5-yard average. He had a big 57-yard touchdown run last week against Brownsboro on the first play of the game for Jacksonville. Ben Bolton's the second leading rusher with 108 yards and still trying to work Randy Searles into the rushing game. Of course, Searles last week played mainly at linebacker on defense, and it looks like he's probably going to be doing a lot of that tonight as Harrison Penn will miss his 2nd consecutive game. The senior starting linebacker is still going to be out and possibly next week as well. So we'll see how that develops offensively for Jacksonville. Leading receiver, it's Tuda. Jaquaylin Holman, 8 catches, 162 yards in 2 ball games. He's off to a hot start. Caught a couple of touchdown passes. He's doing quite well. And Suarez Mosley has 4 catches for 45 yards. So offensively, Jacksonville has had its moments, Ryan. They just got to put, as I said, they got to put those 2 halves together. They had 5 turnovers in the first game. Last week they cleaned a lot of that up. It still didn't help them get the win.
They also created
a
bunch of turnovers last week.
They made up for some of those 5 they had in the first week, so significantly last week.
Well, hey, not to cut y'all off and interrupt your flow, but it's worth pointing out that You mentioned the leading rusher and the leading receiver, both sophomores.
Yeah, I would say they've been the biggest surprise, I think, this season offensively for Jacksonville. We knew, Ben Bolton was coming back. We knew that Searles was probably going to be a pretty big factor on offense, but Alex Polk and Jaquelin Holman have been huge stars so far in the first 2 games.
Well, they have. I mean, Randy Searles, this is his 3rd year on the varsity, but he has struggled to finish the year the last 2 years, and Alex Polk is dependable. He's at practice every day. But I will tell you, I saw him last year as a freshman. I saw Tuda, Jaquelin Holman last year as a freshman. I kind of knew I didn't know that they'd be leading in receiving and rushing, but I knew those cats were going to be good. And speaking of freshmen, last night Jacksonville's freshmen won 35-21 over Henderson. That's a special group. We'll keep an eye out for them. They have some studs on that team. So everybody just be patient. Hang on.
It's an exciting future for
sure. They're coming. But there's a lot of work to do in this 2026 season, and this is the squad that has the opportunity to turn it around. They've already been much more competitive, and it's just one of those things where Monte Stevenson just needs time, and his coaching staff, and, man, they're working hard, and congratulations to Coach Stevens. Him and his wife, Kayla, had a little boy this week, and so they're excited last Tuesday. So he's got a little one at home. So I got to say, Coach Stevens has got a pretty full boat right now.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got quite a bit on his plate. And, Matt, speaking of turning things around, this is probably a great time to go ahead and take a look at our spotlight player of the game for tonight, and that is senior offensive lineman Alex Parra. Alex is a senior offensive lineman and a 3-year varsity starter. He is a vocal leader and a savvy veteran. And the O-line has been kind of a weak point so far for Jacksonville. So this is a good game for them to step things up, turn things around, and give Ben some time to throw. So make sure to keep an eye out tonight for number 61, Alex Parra.
Yeah, speaking of that, and we were talking a little bit about this, there's so many different factors that go into producing yards on offense. And it's timing, it's being in sync, and yeah, the offensive line has had some struggles the first 2 ball games, but also Ben's got to get more reps.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played in 2 years. He's got to get rid of the football. He's got to keep his eyes up. Not being critical. Like I said, this is his 3rd varsity game, and the last time he played, he was a freshman. So, the offensive line, yeah, it's been difficult for them to hold out 2 pretty good defensive lines from Brownsboro and center to start. Tonight, there's an even better defensive line with Henderson, so hopefully they're starting to gel, but Ben's got to get rid of the ball. He's got to get out of his hand quicker, and that will help some of that offense. Defense, Mario Rodriguez has had 2 heck of a games for Jacksonville. He already has 20 tackles in the first 2 games. He's created 2 fumbles, and he's recovered 1. So Mario has been really impressive defensively. Last week, he had 6 tackles. And Elijah Benavides, who was the leading tackler last year, is a sophomore for Jacksonville, now a junior. He had 8 tackles last week against Brownsboro. So those are 2 linebackers Jacksonville depends on heavily. Been really impressed with the secondary guys. Young secondary, guys, no starters back from last year. Samadrick Kincaid started several games. He starts some here and there, but really just a brand new secondary. And they're going to have their work cut out for him tonight because Vince Howard is back at quarterback for Henderson. But we'll also see Blake Meeks, a freshman. And, yes, he is the son of head coach Ricky Meeks, who was a pretty good quarterback back in his day as well. So got a freshman quarterback for Henderson and also a senior quarterback. But the dude that Jacksonville's got to contain tonight is number 2, Justin Starling. Starling has 284 yards in the first 2 ball games rushing. So he has been a real focal point for Rick Meeks' offense in rushing the football.
Yeah, and I remember Starling last year. He was very impressive then as well. I'm sure he's, trying to even put out a little more output this year for his senior season. And, you can't ask for much more than what he's gotten through the first 2 games.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, I want to remind our viewers here that this is our countdown to kickoff, and it's sponsored by our good friends at Dairy Queen, Gene Brumelo and Ann Farmer. Gene, class of 1967, and Ann, class of 2006. I think I got that right. I should have that memorized. I've only been saying it for several years because they've been tremendous sponsors here on JSDLive.com. Appreciate Gene and Ann and Dairy Queen for sponsoring this part of our countdown to kickoff. Teams now starting to huddle up to make their way off the field as Fighting Indians come right in front of me here. I guess nobody told them not to run in front of the camera, but
It's all right, man. We zoomed out a long time ago.
Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have stepped out in front of them.
No, they are fine. At least had them on camera warming up some as well. So
good.
Yeah, hopefully those guys can get to the locker room, get locked in. We're about half an hour to kick off.
Beautiful stadium here, right? I mean, they redid this,
it's been several years.
It's been several years.
Yeah.
They passed a bond issue like Jacksonville did. I think it was around 2019, 2020 when Tomato Bowl was done. And let's go, Tuda.
I'm not sure that I have been to this stadium when it was not renovated. So
yeah, you haven't. Yeah, I don't think you have. But yeah, it used to be. I don't know if I can use this word without getting in trouble. Kind of dumpy. It needed a lot of work, and man, they did a great job on the home side. And of course, new stands on the visitor side, much better than what they used to be. But small, not a lot of room over here, but it'll make Jacksonville's crowd look good.
It's really long. It's not very tall, but it goes from one end zone to the other.
Pretty much, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it sure does.
I don't know how many stadiums that you go to where the stands go from goal line to goal line. Typically, they're around the 20 to 20, and they're a little taller. But yeah, this one's really long.
Well, Jacksonville, we talk about Tomato Bowl being probably the only that I can remember. Of course, the #1 stadium in the state of Texas, the only downtown stadium left. Well, there's not many neighborhood stadiums around, and this is definitely a neighborhood stadium because you can see houses right there, right? I mean, this is right in the middle of the neighborhood.
Yes, it is. It was interesting driving through the neighborhood to get here for sure. I think you said tonight is homecoming as well. It looks like they're about to have their homecoming festivities, and it's almost 7 o'clock, so let's go ahead and send it over to hear from defensive coordinator Isaac Thomas and offensive coordinator Bryant King on this week's Inside the Huddle, brought to you by All Smiles Dentistry.
Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Stocks, and their dental team at All Smiles provide a wide range of dental services. This includes cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, and cosmetic dental care. Call and schedule your appointment at 903-586-0741.
Welcome to Inside the Huddle. I'm Matt Montgomery, along with defensive coordinator Isaac Thomas, offensive coordinator Bryant King. And if you're wondering where Monte Stevenson is, him and his wife Kayla are welcoming a baby this week. So he's taking care of that kind of business, and we're pleased here on JSD Live to have the coaches here with us on Inside the Huddle. And we're going to talk a little offense. We're going to talk a little defense. And first of all, Coach Thomas, I'll start with you. Disappointing, obviously, not getting the win against Brownsboro, but we're seeing some good things from your defense. I mean, you start the game off with a pick. We'll see that on the highlights by Malik. Talk a little bit about your overall feelings defensively about how your squad performed.
Just as in any game, there were lessons to be learned, and this was a time that we got lessons taught to us immediately. Like, we got to understand the finish, and we got to understand to keep playing hard the whole game. It's never over. And that just comes in a part. It's a process of learning how to win. And that's a slow process. And as long as you're taking steps towards that each Friday night, there's always something to be grateful for and something to build towards. So,
your defense created turnovers, and that is, I know it's something you guys work hard on in practice, and those are game turners, and those really came into play.
Yes, sir. So a thing we preach is playing hard till something good happens. And if you continue to play hard, no matter what's going on in the game, and we got 11 hats swarming to the ball, something good is going to happen. But we just got to continue and keep that mindset for a full game.
Coach King, first half, 27 points. Really felt, I'm sure it felt great. Got off to a quick start, first play. Jordan goes in and scores. And it just kind of had a solid first half of offense. And second half, things changed. And I know that that you guys, I see you on the sidelines, you're making adjustments and things. What were some of the things that you saw positive in the first half that just didn't get carried over to the second half?
Yeah, I think our conditioning level kind of broke down a little bit. obviously everybody knows that you can only be as good as your O-line, and I love those boys to death. And so we have to do a good job of taking care of them, making sure that we can huddle, change the tempo, and help those big boys out up front. I think offensively we need to learn how to marry good with good. We did have big explosive plays that got called back for one reason or another. And so we have to learn to ride the hot hand, and that's one of the reasons why we started off so strong we married good with good, and it was unbelievable when we did it. And then as soon as we make one mental mistake, it gets called out and things get brought back, and now we're behind the chains.
Yeah, I noticed that coming in the second half, it looked like Brownsboro started sending those guys off, the linebackers in off the edge a lot, putting pressure on Ben and really testing your O-line.
Yeah, no doubt. I thought they responded well after the fact, but in the moment, I think it's a new system for them. And so we're still very young across the board, whether or not they started last year or they're a senior, it's a first-year offense. And so for these kids to operate in the way that they've operated, there is a learning curve that comes with the new offense. And they're picking it up, kind of like we talked about when we got in there. Like, we're turning a corner, but we have to be able to turn the corner the whole game. We can't put it in park halfway through and assume that we're done.
It's amazing, coaches, how that worked. The center game, not a good first half, great second half, and then this week, great first half, bad second half. You get the whole game together, it's going to be, Isaac, it's going to be a lot better.
Man, you're talking about magic right there when the offense and the defense are playing complementary football. And once we get to that point, we're going to start to roll, and it's going to be a beautiful thing to see.
Well, there's some great highlights. Let's look at the defensive highlights first against Brownsboro. First play here, Malik, Coach Thomas with the pick.
Let's go.
Makes a nice run back down.
That's an awesome play. I'm so proud of that kid. I think this was his first full week even practicing defense.
Yeah.
And he comes out and plays big for us.
Here's Zayden and Malik. Big hit there. And then here's another TFL. Parker and Malik come in for a 4-yard loss.
Parker finally trusting his eyes and trusting his keys and doing what he's supposed to do. I'm proud of that kid.
This is a really wild play.
Oh, my gosh. This is what I'm talking about when I say play hard till something good happens.
The play looks over, and then it's not over. Now it looks over again, and
look at that effort.
Mario comes in.
Get guys around the ball, good things happen.
Castle gets the recovery. Got to stay after it, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Here's Logan, the freshman, with the sack and the big hit.
He's like a computer. He won't make the same mistake twice, man. He is getting better week by week. Big play.
And here comes another forced fumble. Logan gets the forced fumble, and here's Mario with another fumble recovery.
Awesome.
A lot of turnovers for Jacksonville created by the defense. Really good. All right, let's move over to the offensive highlights. First play, bam, 57 coached by AP.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about trusting the O-line. We talk about trusting and finishing on offense, and AP did a great job of trusting the fact that his boys were going to get there, and he finished his run. It was phenomenal.
And, Coach, here's your first offensive play, the Wildcat.
Yeah, a little Wildcat, a little change of pace. Set up by Malik's interception, marrying good with good, following the flow of the game. Kids did a great job.
Of course, Alex had 124 yards. Here's a tough run, 14.
Oh, absolutely. I thought it was over right here. Then he showed us what he was about, and that was a great job of him lowering his shoulder and continuing to fight.
Like the draw play, old school.
Old school.
All right, here's Ben to Tuda.
That's it, marrying good with good. O-line, great job in protection. Tuda being a young buck but being a dog and going up and getting that ball.
Told Tuda, man, he said, you got mossed. He went right over him.
Yeah, he was feeling himself after that play for sure.
So here comes Ben on the keeper. Tough run here coming up, 11-yard touchdown run.
That's it. Every point we score is going to be behind our O-line. So they did a great job here setting up that A gap. And Ben did a good job finding the end zone, getting his nose in there and being the big quarterback that he is.
Another good run here by AP.
That's it. You hear that name a lot, AP, but he's also following Malik Massenberg, who we just heard a lot of on defense. So these kids are doing a great job of doing what we ask them to do.
So, coaches, you don't get the win. You're moving forward. You got Henderson this week. Henderson's a good football team. They've scored a lot of points the last couple of weeks, and I know you've been thinking about that, Coach Thomas. And talk about Henderson and what they do offensively that you're going to have to defend.
I think Henderson's a well-coached group. I know a lot of those guys have head coaching experience on that staff, and I know they're going to have their kids prepared to go. And we're going to have to stop that fast running back they got. He reminds me of Darren Sproles a little bit. He's quick on his feet, he's small, he's explosive, and he gets in gaps and disappears, and then boom, he's popping out. I think we're going to have to do a good job of planning and preparing to have our defensive line and our linebackers to fit correctly this week and swarm the ball. I think that's going to be very important, having 11 hats to the ball and keep creating turnovers. And once we're ahead or when we get ahead in the game, protecting our lead and getting the ball back for our offense.
So can they throw the ball? I mean, I don't scoring that many points.
I think they throw the ball, decently, but I think it's majority with their tight end and their running back and their running game and running behind that guy, running old school stretch. So I think if we can control the run game, then we can control the game.
How'd your D-line match up physically against them? I mean, center had some big dudes up there. I mean,
if I'm just being honest, we're smaller, but we're going to be quick and we're going to be physical and we're going to find our ways to attack them and our ways to play technique and get our eyes in the right spot to be in the places we need to be.
Coach King, attacking Henderson defensively, I mean, they gave up over 50 points to Athens the first game, and last week they didn't give up nearly as much to LE. So talk a little bit about what your offense needs to do to attack Henderson. What kind of fronts do they run? What kind of defense?
Yeah, it's no doubt that if you want to get to our offense, you have to make our O-line think. And so going on film, you can see that they're bringing guys off of different edges and different gaps almost every play. We can't find a rhyme or reason, but we know that's going to happen. So being able to prepare our kids to expect everything, expect it all, and communicate everything. We talk about offensively up front. You have to identify, you have to communicate, and you have to execute. We got to be Iceman up front. And so making sure that those boys are as well prepared as we can be going in. Like I said earlier, every point we score is going to be behind an offensive line. And so I love those boys, and they work hard, and they've come a long way. But a part of that, too, is we have to have the threat of being able to get the ball out. And with the quarterbacks that we have and the receivers that we have that threat. And so, like we talked about, being able to marry good with good, I think they have a very relentless pursuit of the football. I think we can take advantage of that in some aspects, in some areas, making sure that we are able to establish a run game, similar to how we did last week, but keep our foot on that pedal and ramp up the mileage, so to speak.
Well, there's no doubt you had some playmakers and some guys that you want to get the ball in their hands. It's just a matter of getting the ball out and getting it to them.
Correct. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So let's talk about keys to the game. Coach Thomas, offensively, you've already identified the guy that you got to stop. What are some of the other things that you've looked at that you think, maybe we have an edge right there, maybe we can attack them differently than we did against Center or Brownsboro?
I think it solely just depends on us and playing our game. We create turnovers and we tackle well and we take good angles to the football and we have a swarm mentality. We get everybody to the football at all times. I think that we can control this game and come out with a win.
Gap control's been pretty good, I think, on the defensive front. That's something that's really important when you got a guy that running the ball like Henderson does.
Yes, sir, and that is something I take pride in. And those guys taking that responsibility and that gap seriously, and that's a personal responsibility that they have, and they have pride in that. So.
Yeah, and in the secondary last week, they gave up a few big plays and maybe ball watching a little bit, but they had the ability. They've really improved since those scrimmages.
It's just a testament to Coach Kendrick and Coach Powell back there and having those guys. They're getting better week by week, and that's the only thing you can ask for. Like we can say we let ourselves down in the second half, but if we look at that game in its totality, we got better as a group. We found things to get better at. There were mistakes we made that cost us, and now we learn to not make those mistakes in big games because they'll cost you.
Let's talk about keys to the game. Coach King, I'll start with you. What's the key for your offense to really get in sync and put two halves together against Henderson?
Yeah, no doubt. I think a lot of it, control the clock, control the game. I think tempo-wise, when we were going fast, we were very explosive. But then I think our gas tank kind of showed a little bit. And so I think us being able to change our tempo and basically still run our offense out of different looks, few plays, different ways, get as many formations out there as we can, let our kids know our rules and just run our rules. Not to panic, not to revert back to what we've done in the past, but to make sure that we are continuously throughout the half, third quarter, first quarter, doesn't matter. If I'm stepping in my right gap, I'm stepping in my right gap. And just like Coach Thomas was talking about, I need to have pride that is my gap, that nobody crosses my face here, and making sure that we're getting in the right spots. We talked about it just a little bit watching the highlights. We break out every day to trust and finish. offensively, we have to be able to trust the man behind us to pick up that block. We have to be able to finish the plays in front of us. And so we're beginning to have the trust aspect. The kids are getting to the right spots. They're believing in me when I say that this is going to be there. Now we just have to learn how to finish. And with a new offense, with a young team and a new coaching staff, that finishing aspect is always going to be kind of like pulling teeth, because you are relying a lot on a lot of trust that is still being developed. And so I think if we just go out there and continue to follow our rules and run our scheme, the kids will be happy with what we do.
Coach T, same thing. Keys to the game for your defense. I mean, you've already kind of mentioned you got to swarm and get to that running back.
We have to stop the run and communicate. I think it's going to be a big game of if we can see if we all can play together. Like I was talking about earlier, complementary football. Offense gets going, defense gets going, and we play well on special teams. I think we have a shot to come home with a victory. I'm really excited to see our kids finally finish a game. I mean, we got close in both games, but let's put it all together and then let the cards fall where they may. Because I think if we finally get to a point where we're playing as a team and trusting and finishing as we always talk about, I think we could be a special group.
Coach Stevenson and I, we kind of go back and forth on this, and he's told me, he said, you can't say that anymore. You can't say more. I keep talking about how young we are. Mm-hmm. I mean, we do have a young team, and he said, after that first game, Matt, you can't say that. He said, it doesn't matter after that. So I'm trying to keep myself from doing that, but I can't help myself because I see some of the mistakes that are made, and some of those are youthful mistakes. They haven't been playing on Friday nights. Now you're going into a week where you're not home. You're on the road for the first time. So that's another thing that I know you guys have talked to your team about, and maybe that pulls you together, being on the road and not having all the Tomato Bowl distractions. What do y'all think about that, Coach? What about that?
I think with that youth aspect of it, I think that they're, like I was talking about Logan, his brain's a computer, and he'll make a mistake once, but he won't make it again. I think as everything we talk about, there's a lesson to be learned in every little detail. And I think as we go on and we continue to learn from those lessons and not make the same mistake twice, like you look around a couple years, Jacksonville may be something to deal with.
Yeah, and Coach King, I watch you in practice and your energy and the way you talk to your team, and it seems like, I mean, I was there yesterday, and it just, the energy, the level's still there despite the loss, and I know that's something you got to carry forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I love these boys, and no matter what happens, this is my family. They're the reason I'm here. You know, when I took this job, I came here. I told them I can't take the job till I see the kids. I saw the kids. I saw what they were about, and I saw the hunger in their eyes. And so holding them accountable for that hunger despite exhaustion, despite confusion, making sure that we are clearly communicating what we need, because clear communication leads to a fulfilled expectation. And so I want to make sure that those kids know that I'm on their side, that I will do whatever it takes for them. And that their wins are our wins, because whether it's a personal victory or not, you get a down block and you do your job. I'm excited about that, because that's something we maybe didn't do 3 weeks ago, you know. And so holistic football, holistic offensive football, but like Coach was saying, like once we get the ball rolling on both sides, it's going to be a completely different group. So I'm excited to take it on the road and see how we fare away from home. You know, a little far removed, where we get to not just represent our town, but represent our town in enemy territory, where everybody knows what the Tomato Bowl is, and we get all the fanfare here, but now we go there and we're in a location that doesn't care about the Tomato Bowl, you know, that doesn't care about the traditions, about the Flaming J. And so we get to go out there and show them what Jacksonville is about.
Well, it's Jacksonville versus Henderson. Kickoff coming up at 7:30 for Bryant King. For Isaac Thomas, I'm Matt Montgomery. We'll see you at the ball game.
We'd like to say thank you to tonight's team meal sponsor, Matt Montgomery Financial. Thank you for your valued support of Jacksonville Athletics.
At the South Jackson Dairy Queen, every day is a treat. Cool off with your favorite blizzard, celebrate big with our famous ice cream cakes, and stop in to see the friendly staff who make every visit special. Dairy Queen, where happy tastes good.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Jeremy Harmel in Jacksonville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Since 1953, Hubert Glass Oil has been servicing the Texas market with the finest quality fuels and lubricants. Each batch is crafted with precision and quality tested by our in-house lab. Whether you're on the road, on the farm, or on the job, we have the right product for your needs.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
I'm Matt Montgomery. For over 40 years, my business has helped people manage their money and organize their financial life. I'm a registered investment advisor with the state of Texas and chartered financial consultant. Whether you need portfolio management or comprehensive financial planning, I can help you. Call me for a free consultation.
Ready to hit the road in a brand new Ford? From dependable trucks to family-friendly SUVs, we've got the right ride for every road ahead. Drive home today with unbeatable savings and award-winning service, only at EAG Ford Jacksonville, your hometown Ford dealer.
Tonight's game statistics are sponsored by Randy Gorham, CPA. Randy Gorham, CPA, the source for your accounting and income tax needs since 1984. Since 2004, Legends Old Time Burger Cafe has been the home of Jacksonville's best old-fashioned hamburgers. Hand-battered chicken strips, chicken fried steak, fries, and onion rings are the best around. Legends, home of Jacksonville's best old-fashioned hamburger.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. We're about to have the playing of the Jacksonville school song.
Hey, is it bad for me to admit that the only words to the Jacksonville school song is that I know is though years may come and years may go, and then JHS at the end?
Yes.
As many times as I've heard it.
As long as
That's
you've
very.
been-
I just
very
never
bad
did
to
learn
admit.
it. I never did learn those words.
That may be like an off-season project for you.
There you
before
go.
next season.
Yes, that would be excellent.
Yeah, I think that people may give you a hard time about that, Matt.
That's
you
okay.
might not should have admitted that, honestly.
No, I mean,
I'll tell you this.
I'm actually, it's a confession. I'm ashamed.
I would have lost that bet.
I'm ashamed. I don't know the words except for that first line and the end. And let me admit, I'm going to admit this too. Henderson's playing theirs right now, and I don't know it either.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I
can believe.
I think I'm there with you on that one.
But I do know the Aggie war hymn.
Well, that's
Verbatim.
That's good. Yeah, that's one that you should specifically know.
Yes, I know that one.
Well, Matt got to have a good conversation with defensive coordinator Isaac Thomas and offensive coordinator Bryant King this week on Inside the Huddle while Coach Stevenson was tied up having a son. So I thought they did a great job. I'm sure you really enjoyed getting to talk to those guys.
I did. I'm so impressed with those men. They are so great with the young men in the football program and actually all the programs. And of course, Isaac Thomas, the defensive coordinator, he's also the assistant head coach to Monte Stevenson, and he's the girls' athletic coordinator. So he's at practice sometimes when something happens at the volleyball game and he's got to scoot up to the gym about something. So he's wearing a lot of hats. But, man, I'm so impressed with those guys, and very interesting game last week for offensive coordinator Bryant King. He graduated from Brownsboro High School, so he said that was weird, but weird in a bad way since Jacksonville didn't come away with a win.
Yeah.
All right, Lee. Hit me, man. You're going to hit me with some trivia question?
Oh, yeah. So I mentioned during the break that I have some trivia, and it may or may not be related to Matt's trivia from earlier, where Matt asked not at all a leading question of what's the most common opponent in Jacksonville high school history. So what was Jacksonville's first opponent. The first football game in the history of Jacksonville High
That's
School.
another leading question. I already know that one.
Well, what is that?
1940 was Henderson.
That's wrong. That the correct answer to this is Palestine. And
oh, wait a minute! I saw no.
Yeah,
I saw the
absolutely
program.
it
It
is.
said Henderson. You mean at Tomato Bowl?
no, I mean in the history of
Oh
Jacksonville
no,
High School.
Okay, then I cry foul then.
I knew.
Okay.
I knew you'd say.
Well, but wait a
Henderson.
minute. I mean Palestine, but the first home game. I thought you said first home game.
Sure.
It was September
The
16,
first-
1940, September 16. It was Henderson at Tomato Bowl. Sorry, it was Palestine, but that was on the road to open the season. I'm half right.
I knew I was going to get you.
I'm half right.
I knew I was
Okay.
going to get you.
Between these two teams, what was the biggest upset in either team's football history between these two squads? Biggest upset.
Oh, goodness.
Between Jacksonville and Henderson
Yes.
specifically. So we're looking for like a specific year.
Yes.
Okay.
We are. And I'll narrow it down to the 70s
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well,
before you guys were even a breath.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's well before Ryan and I were born.
So you'll learn something.
I'm fairly certain that all football games were in black and white during that time,
Yes.
as was the world.
and we moved real choppy.
My
we
dad
moved real
was
choppy
alive.
in like the video, you know.
My dad
Yeah.
was alive.
Okay.
Okay.
Just barely.
No,
during that
let's
time.
see. Was
And
he alive in 1976?
Yes,
Oh,
he
no.
was.
Yes,
would
he
have
was.
been-
You know
He
what?
would have been
I
6
think
years
my-
old, but he has no clue.
So this is Lee Traylor, your dad, was a junior.
Yeah.
We came over to Henderson, Jacksonville did. We were ranked 5th in the state of Texas. 5th. Henderson at the time was like 3-6, 3-5. And Henderson beat Jacksonville 7-0 on this field. The biggest upset in the state of Texas, obviously, that year. 5th ranked in the state.
Well,
Yeah.
Matt,
That was sickening.
My trivia was happier than yours. I just want to point out.
Was yours was what?
Well, I said my trivia was happier than yours.
I know, but I mean, you know, I was trying to think of something between these two teams, you know?
Yeah, but a lot of history for sure.
Oh
between
man,
these two
yeah.
programs.
There was the playoff game in 2002, and this, that Jacksonville just destroyed Henderson, and by district, that team was coached by a former Jacksonville Fighting Indian. I have to remind him of that game sometimes. He doesn't like it. Reed Waller.
Okay.
He was the head coach of Henderson in 2002 when Jacksonville played Henderson in the by-district playoffs. Wasn't a fun night for Henderson. So Jacksonville coming out tonight, they're wearing, we're going to call this their icy white look. Icy white. They got the 903 helmets on, the white jerseys, the white pants. Man, they are looking really clean, really clean. And Henderson is slowly coming out. And, Lee, I got to agree with you. That is a heck of a run through that big line. And now he's shaking. Look at that.
Yeah, we were talking about just
It is gigantic.
how large the run through for Henderson is.
I mean,
massive.
It looks like it's over halfway on the uprights.
It does. I mean, it's huge. Jacksonville now running out to get ready for the national anthem. It'll be played by the Henderson High School band. Here comes the Indians, and here comes the hometown Henderson Lions, 2-0 coming into this ballgame. Jacksonville 0-2. Jacksonville trying to give them a win there. 0-2 coming in against a 1-1 Henderson team. And this Henderson team puts up a lot of points, so the Fighting Indian defense is really going to have their hands full tonight containing Henderson. But if Jacksonville, I got to say, if Jacksonville's offense starts clicking, like two of the halves, the first half against Brownsboro and the second half against Center, Henderson's defense is going to have their hands full with Jacksonville's offense.
Yeah, Jacksonville's definitely got talent. We talked about a lot of those guys in pregame, and so just like you said, if they can start clicking, we might see some fireworks here in Henderson.
Fighting Indians now gathering in the Indian headdress as both teams getting ready to go here as festivities. You got Ben Bolton down here warming up on the sideline where I'm walking to with Trent Clater. We saw Clater last week at wide receiver. We'll probably see some of that tonight, maybe. He got in the game at quarterback for a few plays when Ben got dinged up a little bit, but Ben looks like he's running quite healthy down there toward the tunnel. Fans, we want to, as the Fighting Indians come out, we want to thank our sponsors of this countdown to kickoff, Dairy Queen, Gene Brummel, and Farmer. We appreciate Dairy Queen for always sponsoring this part of our countdown to kickoff. We're getting set to go here in Henderson, Texas, the 89th meeting between the Fighting Indians of Jacksonville and the Henderson Lions. A lot of history.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand? Gentlemen, please remove your hats. To honor America, as the national anthem is played by the Henderson High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Craig Haney.
Helmet left hand.
Henderson High School Band with the playing of the national anthem. We are set to go here in Henderson, Texas, Jacksonville versus the Henderson Lions. And guys, Scoop Montgomery failed to get the kickoff. Sorry. I don't know who's kicking off. I didn't see the coin toss. Oh, excuse me. We have a moment of silence here.
Thank you for giving us beautiful weather this evening. Please keep everyone safe tonight on and off the field. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings of being able to come here together in fellowship at this sporting event. I lift up our nation to you, knowing that you are in control. I thank you for each and every one of the blessings you have already given us and forgiving us for our sins. I ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Let's play some football. Captains now will get set up here. Of course, Jacksonville elected their team captains before the season started. There are 5 of them elected by their teammates. And as we've talked about before, it's those 5 captains who determine each week what uniforms, the jerseys, the pants, and the helmet, because Jacksonville does have another helmet. They're the ones that determine what they wear. It's Ben Bolton, it's Alex Parra, it's Toby Simpson, it's Jordan McGowan, Elijah Benavides, and Bubba Suarez Mosley. Those are all your captains for Jacksonville. Actually, there's 6 of them, not 5. Kind of a muggy night, guys, compared to the last couple of weeks where we had some pretty good weather. This is sticky summer weather down here tonight in Henderson.
Yeah, I do want to say the clock and stuff that we have our camera reading tonight is on the scoreboard, so just bear with us on the score bug tonight. It may be in and out.
Jacksonville calls heads. It is tails. Henderson is going to get to choose. So Henderson will defer, and Jacksonville will be kicking off, going from left to right on your screen.
Jacksonville will be receiving.
Receiving, excuse me. Thank you. Henderson will be kicking off, deferring to the second half. So week 3 of the high school football season already here. It's a long-time rivalry between Jacksonville and Henderson where even when they're not in the same district, they continue to play, and why not? 2 good, solid programs that both of them have seen their great days and not so great days. They still keep playing. Henderson with new head coach Rick Meeks. Jacksonville, their first-year head coach Monte Stevenson. And I will mention that former Jacksonville head coach Jason Holman is on the Henderson sidelines coaching linebackers. So it's got to see Jason last night at Tomato Bowl when he came over for the sub-varsity games, and I said, well, this is interesting. He said, yes, it is. This is awkward. This is weird. This is kind of different after manning the sidelines and, of course, playing at Tomato Bowl all those years as a player. And also Thomas Sitton, former Russ coach, is the defensive coordinator for Rick Meeks.
And former Jacksonville assistant coach.
Yeah, back in the Randy Copeland days, and also with Danny Long. Actually, Danny Long brought Thomas Sitton to Jacksonville, and of course, after 2004, Thomas headed down to the San Antonio area. Yeah, and had a very successful deal. And then, of course, he comes back to Chapel Hill, and they win a state championship. Jason Holman was the DC on that TLN, and Chris Tabor, former Jacksonville coach, was the offensive coordinator. There's so many connections here, I'm just getting dizzy.
2 programs that have a lot of history and a lot of connections.
Jordan McGowan dropping deep for Jacksonville. And
Eric Garza, kicker for Henderson.
Suarez Mosley also back deep for the Fighting Indians.
Ball fell off the tee, so I think they're about to get this play clock restarted. And
it's sitting up now.
Yep.
All right, we're set to go at Lion Stadium in Henderson, Texas. Glad you're with us here on JISDlive.com. Jacksonville versus Henderson for the 89th time. And with your play-by-play, here's Ryan Travis.
Eric Garza set to kick this one away for Henderson. This one a low bouncing kick, going to be fielded by Jacksonville. Trying to find some room to run. Gets a big hole. Going to be brought down from behind. A good return, though, by Bubba Suarez Mosley.
Kind of a weird start right there. Knuckleball on the turf, popped straight up over Suarez Mosley's head. When it came down, Henderson just overran the kickoff. You see that a lot when it's kind of bobbled, and Bubba just got up the field. Pretty nice return out to the Jacksonville 42-yard line. So Jacksonville comes out offensively. They'll start Randy Searles in the backfield with Ben Bolton.
Once again, bear with us with our scoreboard graphics as their score is projected on the video screen.
Ben going to fake the handoff, finds Suarez Mosley down the right side, gets across midfield.
Wow.
And I believe they're going to spot him 1 yard short, so it'll be 2nd down and 1.
Boy, Henderson jumped that route right there, guys. I thought we had a pick six.
Yeah, that was Justin Howard for the Lions was right there.
I mean, he jumped. I mean, it barely went over his fingertips. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1 for Jacksonville.
Two receivers each way, 2nd and 1.
McGowan.
Handoff going to go to McGowan, trying to go up the middle. And I think he's going to pick up first down. They will move the chain. So EAG Ford first down. First one of the game for the Indians.
Interesting swap right there. Searles went out to receiver. McGowan, who was at wide receiver, came in at the running back position to get that EAG Ford first down. Malik Massingberg checks in at the H-back for the Fighting Indians, and Jordan McGowan will go back to the slot position.
11:15 remaining here in the first. Matt, I'm going to go back to your radio rules. Every now and then I'm going to throw in just some game information as if it were radio.
Thank you. Searles.
Handoff goes to Searles up the middle. Pretty good pickup here on first down for Randy Searles. Going to get about 5.
Good blocking on that right side by Jacksonville's number 53 senior Toby Simpson, and Para getting a good kick out block right there, and Pretty good start for Jacksonville, a drive that started at their 42, now in Henderson territory. Just inside that 50, just inside the 45.
Jacksonville trying to get things going. 10 seconds here on the play clock.
Got a little Wildcat.
Jordan McGowan in at Wildcat for the Indians.
Motion.
A flag come in. McGowan trying to go just off the right side. Going to lose a couple, but that penalty will back Jacksonville up, I think.
Yeah, it happens. You know, you get the Wildcat, you got a different cadence from a different quarterback who's actually receiver / running back / cornerback, McGowan. Just a little different sound coming out, and Jacksonville jumps and gets the penalty. Actually, it's a illegal formation. It wasn't on the snap. It was Jacksonville didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. You got to have 7 up there, and they didn't. So 3rd down, 5 now. At least that's what the scoreboard says, and now it's 3rd and 7 is what it says.
Yeah, I think I think Henderson declined
the
penalty, so it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, they had a nice stop. Good call. They declined it. Now we got a jump, and Henderson's going to get that 5. Jacksonville's going to get that 5 yards back.
Yeah, really good job. I don't know if he was just trying to jump a snap.
I think Jacksonville's actually going to come out on the positive end of these 2 penalties.
Well, they are because
that
was just a good hard count, slap of the hands. He clapped his hands really hard at Ben Bolton. He sold it. And the left defensive end for the Lions, number 88, Eric Garza, jumping. So Jacksonville's going to be looking at, instead of 3rd and 7, now you got 3rd down and a long 2 yards to go to get the first.
Good discipline from Jacksonville's line as well.
1 receiver each way for the Indians. Bolton trying to hand that one off, going to keep it himself around the left side. Not quite going to get to 1st down yardage. It's going to be 4th down and 1, and I'm not sure that there was maybe a miscommunication there between Searles and Ben Bolton, because it looked like Ben was trying to hand that one off.
He was.
Searles took off.
Jacksonville's going to hurry right here and try to catch Henderson. Not ready. Yep. So 4th and 1, going for it.
4th down and 1. Bolton going to hand this one off to Searles, trying to get around the left side. Good step there from the Henderson D line, and Jacksonville will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, just didn't get that initial block right there. Henderson just knocked the Jacksonville offensive line in the backfield, something we've seen too much already. And as soon as Searles got the handoff, he just really didn't have anywhere to go. So Jacksonville on the 4th down conversion fails, and Henderson will get the football at their own 39-yard line. Had some good-looking plays, Jacksonville did. It helped out by a penalty or 2, but they can move the football.
And they got the first down.
Yeah, they just got to be consistent.
So critical.
Got to be consistent. So here's Henderson. They'll start quarterback, the regular starter, Vince Howard, the senior, Starling, the stud running back, next to him.
Howard fakes the handoff, looking deep down the middle, wide open is Mason Jones, and he will score on the first offensive play for the Lions.
We talked about last week how the secondary, as good a coverage as they have a tendency to look in the backfield and watch the ball. You've got to be conscious of blue jerseys going by you, and if they do, forget what's happening in the backfield. You've got to stay with them. And nobody within 15 yards of Mason Jones. First play, 61-yard touchdown pass from Vince Howard to Mason Jones. Here's the extra point.
Ivan Navarro in to attempt the extra point for Henderson. Extra points brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. And this one is up and good. So at the end, after the Henderson touchdown, they lead Jacksonville 7-0. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
When we say we're with you, we mean we're with you for all of it. For the first steps, your third act, for the little wonders and big changes. We're with you for what if, and for making the what if happen. At Austin Bank, we help you up when you fall, cheer you on when you succeed, and stand with you for the rest. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Henderson getting out to an early 7-0 lead. And I believe this is going to be Eric Garza with it teed up for the kickoff. Kickoff's brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. If you need a kick, go get yours from our friends at Neighbors. Garza set to kick this one away. This one
should go out of bounds.
Going to go out of bounds about the 7. So flags will come in. Jacksonville will start with good field position after that kick out of bounds.
Should be at the 35. I believe that's right.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I want to say they put it on the 30.
Yeah, that's where they're going to put it, because it's the 20, and if it's not the 20, it's the 30 on the penalty.
It's 25 on a touchback.
Excuse me, 25.
Yeah.
25 on the touchback. So Alex Polk checks into the game. Looks like we'll see him offensively as Randy Searles got the start at running back. You're right, 30-yard line. So Henderson scores on their first play, a 61-yard touchdown pass, leading 7-0. 9:14 remaining here in the first period. Jacksonville had a couple of first downs earlier. Let's see if they can get something going.
Bolton looking to find Bubba Suarez Mosley, trying to find some room down this right side. There's not much there. He's going to pick up about 3.
And that's something Jacksonville wanted to do. They worked on it in practice all week, is that quick passing game to try to isolate guys like McGowan, Suarez Mosley, try to get them in space and get the football to them instead of Ben standing back there and just waiting for somebody, throwing those 20, 25-yard deep routes. Get the ball out of your hands, get it to him quick. So 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
I think they're going to give him 2. 2nd and 8. Bolton can fake the handoff, looking for Suarez Mosley again. Finds him. Pretty good pickup here on the catch and run for Bubba Suarez Mosley, and Jacksonville will now have 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, I love the adjustment here for Jacksonville. Just that short passing game they just didn't do it very much in the first 2 ball games. They took a lot of shots downfield. Some of them worked. Jaqueline, he had a couple touchdown catches on the deep ball. But against Henderson, a much quicker defense than the 2 last defenses Jacksonville has seen. They're just going to try to get their fast guys in space. Now they're looking at 3rd down and about 3 to go after the 2 Suarez Mosley catches from Ben.
Trips left, Polk in the backfield with Ben Bolton. Bolton going to hand this one off. Polk trying to find some room, immediately met in the backfield. And he will lose a couple.
No push by the Jacksonville offensive line again. They're struggling just to create any kind of space for their running backs. And that's the 2nd series in a row, Ryan, that, the running backs got the handoff and they just absolutely got hit right at the handoff.
Yeah, and you mentioned in pregame, this is a legit defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
They've been every bit of that so far.
No, we knew that coming into the ball game they were going to be better. Center had a really unique type defense the way they stood up, and they gave Jacksonville fits. But these guys, they're got their hand in the dirt. They're just physically strong.
Yep, Jacksonville set to punt this one away. 1 second on the play clock. We're going to have a delay of game or a timeout from Jacksonville. I think they were having trouble getting personnel on the field, it looked like. So Jacksonville's going to take a timeout, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Dr. Darwin Dar and his staff at Dar Chiropractic specialize in family chiropractic care, exercise rehab, digital x-rays, nutrition and weight loss programs, decompression, and chiropractic wellness care. Located down the street from the Tomato Bowl, Dar Chiropractic. They can help you feel better.
Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Stocks, and their dental team at All Smiles provide a wide range of dental services. This includes cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, and cosmetic dental care. Call and schedule your appointment at 903-586-0741.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. After the timeout, Jacksonville set to punt this ball away. Davian Tavera in to punt for Jacksonville.
Mason Jones back for Henderson, the guy that caught the touchdown pass.
Tavera, high punt to the right. Jones
Bubble!
not able to field it. Jacksonville jumps on it.
Looks like Jacksonville's going to come away with that football.
Toby Simpson with the recovery for Jacksonville. That's your deep snapper
Yeah.
running down the field and getting a fumble recovery.
Heck of a play by Toby, the senior
Leader on this team.
You don't see many deep snappers do that and get down the field, and he's the first guy that makes contact, creates the fumble, gets it, and Jacksonville gets the first turnover of the game. They'll get a nice spot here at the 36-yard line of Henderson.
What a huge effort play.
Yeah, pretty good offensive play as well for Davian Tavera with the punt.
You got to have some wheels,
Man,
too. I mean,
yeah.
you snap the ball and contact, and you're down there.
Oh, yeah. Great job there from Toby. So Jacksonville will take over 1st and 10 from the Henderson 36.
Polk in the backfield with Ben.
Yeah, Polk in the backfield with Ben Bolton. 2 receivers left for Jacksonville. Bolton going to hand this one off. Polk trying to find some room to run. Nothing there. Immediately met behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose about 4. And I think they may actually give him 5.
Excuse me, Ryan. Henderson showing their speed coming off the backside. I mean, the play was designed to sweep right. Guy comes all the way from the backside to tackle Polk from behind. So Jacksonville finding the going tough, running the football, obviously, here in this first quarter. Henderson up 7-0 with 6:50 and counting. See if the Indians can repair that as they got the turnover. Man, you don't want to waste it here. Even if you can just come away and get a KC Cardenas field goal. Got to get some points here on that turnover.
1 receiver each way. Polk in the backfield with Bolton. And he is swarmed in the backfield. Big loss on 2nd down for Jacksonville.
Yeah, just not a lot of time. But, again, another hesitation move by Ben right there. He came up ready to throw, and he just paused instead of getting it out of his hands. Apparently he saw something that he didn't want to throw it and maybe get a pick. And that was plenty of time for Henderson to swarm him.
Yep, 3rd down and long. Trent Clater checks in at quarterback. Polk going to be in the backfield alongside Clater.
3rd and 20 from the 46 now.
2 receivers left, 1 right for Jacksonville. Clater fakes the handoff, looking downfield, fires over the middle, and it is picked off. Big return here. Flag comes in as well, but a really big return from Amaz Jackson.
It's going to come back.
He
Thank
will
goodness.
score, but it should come back. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a block in the back, maybe.
Yeah, it's either a hold or block in the back. Ball just was underthrown. And, you had the guy beat. It was Jordan McGowan running a skinny post down the middle. And he had the guy beat by a yard, and Trent just underthrew it. And that allowed – was that number 6, Oscar
Yes.
Escarino? Escarino of Henderson.
No, it's Amaz Jackson.
Oh, Amaz Jackson. Jackson just stepped in front of it. So it is a block in the back against Henderson, so the touchdown won't come – it'll come off the board. But still, Henderson gets the turnover.
We also got a sideline warning, it looked like.
Yeah. I just can't emphasize enough. You cannot underthrow with the athletes Jacksonville's been playing against. You've got to get some air under it. And he just kind of threw like a dart, kind of a get it up high. And, like I'm sitting there coaching, but it's something that has to be done, or you're going to have more interceptions like that, underthrowing your receivers. It's because the speed that McGowan has, he had him beat. Just get it out there. Even if you overthrow him, don't throw it short. Here's Henderson.
1st and 10 for Henderson from their 25 after the penalty. It looks like either a false start or Jacksonville jumped a little early. It's tough to tell.
Kind of both. I mean, I can't tell. I saw Henderson jump, but was it because Jacksonville jumped off sides first? Going to be offsides Jacksonville.
Neutral zone violation.
Get Mario for that. Mario Rodriguez, the senior linebacker, leading tackler for Jacksonville. Like he was
that'll move.
coming in the C gap right there, and they got him.
Yep, that'll move Henderson up 5. So now first down and 5 from their own 30. Howard in the backfield with Starling. Starling gets the handoff. Good burst here from Starling. Pretty good pickup. It's going to be good for a Henderson first down.
That's Henderson's second offensive play. I mean, it seems like they've had the ball a lot. They have not. So
that's only Benevides with the tackle for Jacksonville.
Yeah. Howard fakes the handoff, looking to his left, nothing there. Going to scramble.
Got holding.
Rolls to his right. Catch.
What a
is
catch
made by Mason Jones.
Boy,
but
Jones.
there is a flag that came in. I think it's going to be a hold.
It is. That's going to bring back and negate a really impressive catch by Mason Jones, who had the 61-yard touchdown catch a moment ago for Henderson. That was an NFL-type catch. I mean, he got both feet inside that white, but it's going to be negated by the holding penalty against Henderson. Big receiver out here. I mean, he's like 6'2", about 215. He's well over 200 pounds as a receiver.
They've already moved the chains over on that side.
They're on it.
This is going to be first down and 20. Howard going to dump this one off for Starling. Starling, big burst, lots of room to run, gets across midfield. Good tackle by Mackay Spencer.
Yeah, really good tackle, because if Mackay doesn't make that tackle, we're looking at a long touchdown.
Yeah, good play call by Henderson. Jacksonville had in the secondary. They had it covered well. They just that middle zone, and Starling took advantage of it for the first down.
Henderson moving quickly. Howard going to hand this one off to Starling. Great pursuit and a good tackle there from
looks like Elijah.
Zayden Polk got in there first.
I think Zayden Polk was first, too.
Okay, and then Elijah came in. Elijah got up off the bottom of the pile, but Polk's the one that made the initial hit on Starling.
That's
loss of a yard.
Another sophomore making a big play for Jacksonville.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Howard dropping back, looking to his right. Nothing there. Jacksonville trying to catch him. Howard going to fire this one downfield. It's picked off.
Underthrown, just like I talked about a moment ago, but this time underthrown.
Yep.
And Jacksonville takes advantage of it with C.J. Crockett with his second interception of the 2025 season.
Both of which have come deep in enemy territory as well. So.
Yeah, just not a good throw that time by the senior Vince Howard of Henderson. I mean, there was like 1 step, maybe 2, separating C.J. and the receiver, and man, he just did not get any air under that one, and C.J. Crockett of Jacksonville gets the pick.
Yeah, big play there from C.J. Gets Jacksonville's offense the ball, keeps this a 7-0 game with 4:10 remaining in the first quarter. So Jacksonville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30. Bolton back in the game at quarterback. Going to hand this one off to Searles. Pretty good burst here from Searles around the left side. Still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles. Huge run for Randy Searles down the sideline. Will be brought out at the Henderson 35-yard line, but a big EAG forward first down.
And that's the physical strength that Randy Searles brings to the backfield. He was tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and he just kept pushing forward, breaks free down to the Henderson 35. Jacksonville, first down, already lined up.
Bolton hands this one off. Searles again makes a man miss, trying to go up the middle. Not much there. Still on his feet, fighting for yards. Pretty good pickup, 6 on the run for Randy Searles.
I mean, he should have had a loss in the backfield, and he gets 6. I mean, it shows that leg strength and that tenacity, just fighting for those yards. And, well, Randy Searles, 2 huge carries, gets Jacksonville down to the 30-yard line of the Henderson Lions. 2nd and 5.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Handoff going to go to Searles again. Has some room to run, lowers his head, and picks up another EAG Ford first down.
Nice job by Malik Massingberg at the H-back, getting the kick-out block, allowing Searles to get inside that block.
Jacksonville moving the ball.
First down to the 21 of Henderson as the Fighting Indians got something going here after the Crockett interception.
Yep, and this has been all Randy Searles on this drive. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Indians. Bolton looking to his left, finds his man. Good pickup there from Jaqueline Holman.
Jaqueline with the catch, his 9th catch of the 2025 season, leading receiver. What a great block outside by Justin McGowan, allowing Jaqueline to get up the field for a 6-yard gain on the little hitch pass.
Yep, 2nd and 4 from the Henderson 15. Bolton going to hand this one off to Searles. Gets met at the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose 1 on the play.
Boy, Jacksonville is just getting I mean, you said a moment ago, Ryan, it's been all Searles, and he's got to get some help from his guys up front. And I mean, it's just like they're not getting enough of a push. I mean, Randy's fighting through all those tackles to get those yards that time. Unable to do that, he'll lose a yard to the 16. 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Bolton looking to his left again. This one off the hands of Jordan McGowan, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 6. And we'll see what the Jacksonville coaches decide they're going to do here.
Looks like they're not sending out KC. A makeable field goal for KC, obviously, but the offense is staying on the field. Let's see if they talk about it here. Let's look at the defense as offensive coordinator Bryant King sending in the play to Ben Bolton. So 4th down and 5 to go.
Jacksonville keeping the offense on the field. McGowan goes in motion. Bolton gets the snap, drops back, looking to his left, going to keep it himself, up the middle, nothing there. Big loss, and Jacksonville will turn it over on 4th down.
Just got to throw that ball, man. He just got to get rid of the football. I mean, you got Jaqueline going to the corner right there, and just let him be an athlete. Throw the ball up. It's 4th and 5. Take the shot.
I mean,
you just got to let it rip, man. I don't know how else to say it.
I think they should have brought KC in there.
I do too.
I think you need to get the 0 off the board and regroup. I mean, your defense has played well so far.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go for the field goal, but I think it was a good play call. I think they had Jaqueline exactly where they wanted him. We've seen him high point those passes.
Oh, yeah.
Bolton's just got to get rid of the ball, and he just had that one little hesitation, and they sacked him.
Yeah, and there was nowhere for him to run.
No, he was pinned in badly.
So it looks like we're going to have a change at quarterback. This is going to be Blake Meeks, the freshman, in now for the Lions on 1st and 10. Meeks fakes the handoff to Starling, tosses this one up, incomplete.
Good pressure by Jacksonville coming in, number 14. That's Castle from his safety position.
Yep, Castle.
Good call by Isaac Thomas, the DC, on the blitz.
Mario as well.
Mario Rodriguez also pressuring the quarterback.
Yeah, you want to put pressure on a freshman quarterback, no doubt. 14, 15 years old, sure. Obviously the head coach's son, Rick Meeks.
2nd and 10. Meeks fakes a handoff, fires to the near sideline. This one's going to be caught. Tracking back is Lamarian Coleman. Going to be finally brought down right about the original line of scrimmage.
A lot of running for no gain, huh?
A whole lot of running for no gain, because I think he probably had at least 2 or 3 when he caught the ball.
Oh, nice job by Elijah. And Paulk putting the pressure on Meeks right there, and then after he got off of him, Paulk comes back up the field to try to make the tackle, but man, boy, Henderson they're pretty elusive, but no gain. 3rd down, 10.
Yeah, I think they are going to give him 1. I think it's going to be 3rd and 9. Man in motion. Meeks drops back, going to flip this one to Starling. Starling making a couple guys miss. Big run here for Justin Starling.
That screen pass, that's the 2nd time that they've got big yards and converted 3rd and long to Starling. Great sell job by Meeks that time, letting the rush come to him, and now Henderson in a hurry up. Look at this formation, big 75 out there on the right. Where do you think they're going? Nope, over here.
Meeks flips this one over to Aiden Perry. Pretty good pickup here. I think they're going to give him another 1st down. And they get into Jacksonville territory. Brought down at the 44 of Jacksonville. And Henderson moving quickly. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Meeks, low snap, handles it well. Gets this one to Starling. Starling immediately
nice job
met, but able to bounce off a couple tackles. We're going to lose 1. Some good pursuit there from the Jacksonville defense.
Oh, no doubt. It's Paulk and, again, Benavides.
And
also,
Jordan Castle in the backfield again.
Yep, and Chavez.
Yeah,
Victor Chavez, number 11, got in there. But, boy, Henderson has really flipped the field. Jacksonville got down to the 16-yard line of Henderson on 4th down, couldn't convert. Now Henderson at Jacksonville's 44, that quick.
Yep, no gain on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
They're going to let the quarter run out here. Henderson will. Talk about it.
Yep, as they change ends, we'll take a short break, come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
Call State Farm agent Jeremy Harmel for an auto quote today.
Tonight's game statistics are sponsored by Randy Gorham, CPA. Randy Gorham, CPA, the source for your accounting and income tax needs since 1984.
Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Stocks, and their dental team at All Smiles provide a wide range of dental services. This includes cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, and cosmetic dental care. Call and schedule your appointment at 903-586-0741.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
All right, welcome back to Lions Stadium for the start of the second quarter. Henderson leads Jacksonville 7-0, and Henderson has the ball at the Jacksonville 44-yard line. 2nd down and 10 to start the quarter. Meeks going to hand this one off. Trying to go up the middle is number 22, Jaden Bishop.
Boy, nothing right there. Boy, what a nice play. Benavides getting in there along with that's Chavez again.
Parker Jones,
Parker
Massenberg.
There you go, Ansu. Parker Jones, grandson there. Know you like that.
3rd down and 9 for the Lions. 2 receivers right. Meeks in the shotgun, going to fake the handoff, looking to his right, deep downfield. McGowan gets a hand on it, not able to bring it in, but keeps it away from the Marion Coleman. Incomplete. 4th down for Henderson.
That is great defense by Jordan McGowan, playing the ball well, outsized by the 6'2 receiver, number 14, Coleman of Henderson. And the Lions will bring out their punter for the first time.
Yeah, Mason Jones.
He does everything.
He does.
Yeah.
Sure seems like it. Mason Jones into punt for Henderson.
Gowan back deep for Jacksonville.
Punt high. Going to hit.
Oh, no.
Take a very favorable bounce for Henderson. And it will be down at the Jacksonville 6-yard line.
I appreciate him getting that football.
Yeah, absolutely.
That thing was going to go down to the 1-yard line.
It sure was.
And he jumps on it at the 6. Thank you, Henderson. So the Fighting Indians defense, they do their job after Henderson flipped the field.
Yeah, for as many big plays as there have been in this game, and it seems like that first quarter was all big plays.
Yeah.
It's 7-0.
Yeah.
It's still a one-score game.
You know, it's Jacksonville has 2 turnovers. Turnovers are huge.
Yeah.
That's why it's 7-0.
They've been a big part of this game so far. So Jacksonville going to take over 1st down and 10 from their own 6. Bolton takes the snap, going to hand this one off to Searles. Not much there for Searles. Came down. I think he might have lost the ball.
No. He hit the ground. Come on.
I'm pretty sure they called him down.
Yeah, he was down. Clearly down. Henderson sold it well, though. So no gain on the play. They'll give him – actually, he lost a yard.
I think he's going to lose a yard, yeah.
Mark it down at the 5. Just a blue stone wall by Henderson's front 4. with that 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, but the linebackers they'll cheat up and they'll fill those gaps to make it look like a more on that defensive front. See him coming up?
This is one of those moments where I'm going to jump in and point out that Jacksonville does not have 1 point. Our scoreboard.
Oh,
again.
no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's going to be intentional grounding in the backfield in the end zone. Let's see the call.
Pressure in the end zone.
Let's see. He got it to the line of scrimmage. That's good.
And McGowan was over there.
Yep. The official saying that he got it back to the 5. So it's not going to be a safety, which that's the call if you get intentional grounding in the end zone. And it's not going to be the call, as the official says the football went out right at the 5 at the line of scrimmage. But boy, Ben did a great job just getting rid of the ball. Guys, I don't know how you're going to just hold off this Henderson front. It's like
they're calling intentional
what?
grounding.
No. He got it to the 5. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. He got the pass to the 5, didn't he?
Resulting a safety for the Henderson Lions.
I mean, he got it to the line of scrimmage.
They must have just.
The ball went out right here.
They must have called it just short.
I guess they did, but the side judge over here, he put his hand down on the 5-yard line and smacked the ground and said this is where it was, and that's the line of scrimmage. And the official in the white hat called intentional grounding out of the end zone. All you got to do is, if you're out of the pocket, which Ben was, you get the ball to the line of scrimmage, which he did. It's not intentional grounding. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I think. It's 2 points for Henderson, 9-0. And they get the ball back.
That one hurts.
It does. What looked like a really, heady and great play by Ben to get rid of that ball in the grasp.
I mean,
I
thought the official was selling it to the referee in the white hat by smacking his hand on the line of scrimmage at the 5, and he was selling it to him, saying this is where the ball went out, and they still called it intentional grounding. I don't understand that.
Either way, you got to move past it.
He was clearly out of the pocket.
And as I say, move past it. Matt has not moved past it.
I can't get past it.
I understand. But we are lined up for the free kick after the safety.
As I said, it doesn't matter what I think.
Yep. Davian Tavera going to boot this one away on the kickoff. Going to be fielded at the Henderson 30. Pretty good return here. Lots of room to run. Tavera trying to make the tackle. Misses his man, and Lamarian Coleman will return this one for a touchdown.
Yeah, so a hugely impactful call, that safety call.
Wow. I mean, that's just poor watching the replay on the big screen. Just Jacksonville, just poor coverage right there. Several guys just not in their lanes. Lost lane integrity, and that's what happens on a short field. Jacksonville kicked off from their own 20 after the safety. Now Henderson up 15-0. Look at this swinging gate.
Starling
it's going to be
off the swinging gate, and they go in for 2.
It's not going to count because Henderson was in illegal formation. I don't think they had 7 on the line.
There's a flag on the field.
So the officials talking about it now as Starling went in for the 2 points, but the flag immediately came out before the ball was right when the ball was snapped, I should say. Still talking about it. Man, what a huge turnaround right there. Good man. That's an 8-point play if this thing's no good. No, they're going to call offsides. No, offsides on Henderson? Oh, they lined up offsides. Here we go. So they get to do it again. So now Henderson will bring out their kicker to try to make this a 16-0 lead for Henderson.
Yep, Ivan Navarro in to attempt the extra point. This one Going to be from the 15-yard line, so a 25-yard extra point for Navarro. Extra points brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. Good snap, good hold, low kick from Navarro.
He missed it.
No good.
Too low.
And that will make this a 15-0 game. Henderson leading Jacksonville. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live. Since 1953, Hubert Glass Oil has been servicing the Texas market with the finest quality fuels and lubricants. Each batch is crafted with precision and quality tested by our in-house lab. Whether you're on the road, on the farm, or on the job, we have the right product for your needs. Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Henderson takes a 15-0 lead over Jacksonville with 10:06 remaining in the second quarter. Eric Garza has this one teed up to kick away. Kickoff's brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. You need a kick, go get yours at Neighbors. This one fair caught by Haddon Hicks. And Jacksonville will take over 1st and 10 with pretty good field position, about the 30. I think they're going to mark him at 35.
Well, Searles is not going to come in at running back. It looks like it's going to be Polk in for Jacksonville with 10:05 remaining in the second quarter, down 15-0. Man, I don't care if you go down the field and you just get a field goal out of this. You get some points on the board. I mean, the offense has shown they can move the football. It's been tough. It's been hard, but when they do get it done, and you've got Trent Clater in at quarterback now for Jacksonville.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Massenberg goes in motion. Polk in the backfield alongside Trent Clater. This one's going to be blown dead.
Procedure against
False
Jacksonville.
start on Jacksonville, so that'll back them up 5, and it'll be 1st down and 15 after the penalty's marked off.
I don't know if they call that on Suarez Mosley on this side right here. I mean, I think that was the call. Suarez Mosley moved. You don't want your wide receivers getting procedure penalties. No, that was him, though. I didn't hear the official through his microphone. It's kind of a hollow sound coming out of his mic. I really can't make out what he's saying.
Yeah, we've definitely got a little bit of feedback in the referee microphone here at Lions Stadium.
At 1st down and 15, Clater in the backfield with Polk. McGowan, man in motion. Clater going to hand this one off. Polk trying to find some room around the right side. Not much there. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bo Crest makes the tackle for Henderson. Just jumped on Polk's back as he got the handoff. Had a little bit of a crease, but good pursuit by Crest. So they'll give Polk, looks like maybe a couple right there. Pushes it out to the 30.
Yeah, and this will be 2nd down and 15.
No gain then. No gain for Polk, who's been bottled up tonight. Came into the game averaging 90 yards per game. The first 2 games, 180 total yards rushing.
2 receivers left for the Indians. Clater going to drop back, looking over the middle, fires this one downfield over the head of McGowan. Flags come in from all over the place.
Did you see him grab McGowan's jersey? I mean, there was a flag at the start of the play, but the officials let it go. So there should have been a second flag for grabbing McGowan's jersey. The Jacksonville coaching staff went crazy over here. No call by the back judge.
There's
a flag
down by the back judge.
All over the field at this point.
Yeah.
But I think he threw the flag, the back judge did, when everybody else threw their flag. He didn't. Delay of game. Well, then blow the whistle and stop the play if it's delay of game. you don't let the play go.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
Say again?
That was interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if it's to delay a game, you blow the play dead. They just let it go. No wonder the back judge didn't call him grabbing the jersey because the play was already dead.
Yeah, so after the delay, game's going to back up Jacksonville up another 5, so 2nd down and 20. 2 receivers wide right. Clater, no time, fumble. Jacksonville looks like
Toby got it.
Able to get back on it. Good recovery by Toby Simpson.
His 2nd fumble recovery of the evening.
Colt Luschner coming off the edge for Henderson and causing that fumble. Trent Clater lost it. And as you said, Toby Simpson, the right offensive tackle, getting his 2nd fumble recovery. He got the first one after the deep snap on the punt. He went down and got a fumble on that. Then he helps his offense right there. But they're going to need a lot of help right now. 3rd down, 23 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, 3rd and long for Jacksonville. Trips right, 1 left. And Polk still in the backfield alongside Trent Clater. 1 second on the play clock.
Timeout by Jacksonville. I think that's their 3rd, isn't it?
No, that's their second.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take it with them. We'll be back in just a moment. Since 1953, Hubert Glass Oil has been servicing the Texas market with the finest quality fuels and lubricants. Each batch is crafted with precision and quality tested by our in-house lab. Whether you're on the road, on the farm, or on the job, we have the right product for your needs. Welcome back to Lions Stadium. 3rd and long for the Indians. Holman goes in motion. Clater, no room to run. Trying to get this one to McGowan.
Threw it right to the Henderson guy.
I believe.
Intercepted. It was definitely an interception.
It is picked off. Intercepted by Varian Williams.
I mean, Trent just threw it low. And what a great play by Varian Williams, the senior for Henderson, going to the ground. And Trent looked at the official and said he trapped that. No, he didn't trap it. He caught it. So Jacksonville with, what is that, their third turnover or 2nd? I know that Henderson's turned the ball over twice. I think now that's the 2nd turnover by Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think Clater's got 2 interceptions.
Yeah, it's 2 interceptions.
So Henderson takes over 1st and 10 from the Jacksonville 19 after the interception. 8 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. This is Meeks in the game once again at quarterback for the Lions. Handoff goes to Starling up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Going to be brought down after about a 5-yard gain.
Well, I give Jacksonville really gets a lot of credit. They're really pinning Starling between the tackles. It's when he gets those screen plays out in space that he's a problem. But up front, well, Logan, Pauk, they're doing a good job inside.
Meeks going to hand this one off to Starling again. Lots of room around the right side. Makes a man miss.
Yeah,
and he will walk in, but there is a flag down.
Yeah, he walked in because there was a hold. I mean, Jacksonville was right there to make the play, and I think it was Chavez, and he got held. So they'll bring this one back. I'm not sure if that was a hold, but almost like a tackle. I mean, Chavez was like stepping up to make the play, and it just got tackled from behind. What's Henderson doing? 54, get out of there, dude.
Replay 2nd down.
Starting to cause a little trouble. So Jacksonville gets the benefit of that touchdown by Henderson getting taken off the books, which Again, the hold is the reason Starling scored. I think Chavez was there to make the tackle. So 2nd down.
Yep, 2nd and 10.
Marked it from the spot.
Meeks gets the snap. Flags come in once again.
What a
false start.
What a sloppy game by both teams tonight.
Lots of penalties.
Lots of penalties tonight, and they're legit. I mean, there's movement right there.
Yep. So that false start will back Henderson up another 5 yards. So 2nd and 15 now after the 2 penalties, and I believe Henderson is going to take their first time out of the half. And we'll take it women back in just a moment. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
Passing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class specialists at Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute are experts in caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute, taking orthopedic care a step further.
Dr. Darwin Dar and his staff at Dar Chiropractic specialize in family chiropractic care, exercise rehab, digital x-rays, nutrition and weight loss programs, decompression, and chiropractic wellness care. Located down the street from the Tomato Bowl, Dar Chiropractic. They can help you feel better.
Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Stocks, and their dental team at All Smiles provide a wide range of dental services. This includes cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, and cosmetic dental care. Call and schedule your appointment at 903-586-0741.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Coming out of the timeout, Lions lead Jacksonville 15-0, 7:22 left here in the first half. 2nd and 15 for the Lions. 2 receivers left. Meeks in the backfield with Starling. Meeks going to fake the handoff, throws this one over the middle. Has his man, going to be brought down by McGowan, but a pretty big catch there gets Henderson inside the 5 from Lamari and Coleman.
Just a slant route, good delivery there by Meeks, the freshman. That was a rope. I mean, it was a tight pass, led him perfectly. Coleman high points it. McGowan making the tackle is going to have to check out of the game because he lost his helmet. Tighten those helmets up, guys. They shouldn't be coming off.
So 1st and goal for the Lions. Meeks hands this one off to Starling, and he will walk in for the touchdown.
3-yard touchdown run by Starling of Henderson.
Justin Starling.
21-0. With the extra point to come. Looks like they got that swinging gate set up again. Watch this. There it is to Starling.
Starling
keep him out. There
gets
you go.
It on the 2-point. Jacksonville does well this time, keeps him out. So that will keep this game at 21-0 with 7:08 remaining in the second. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
At the South Jackson Dairy Queen, every day is a treat. Cool off in your favorite blizzard, celebrate big with our famous ice cream cakes, and stop in to see the friendly staff who make every visit special. Dairy Queen, where happy tastes good.
Tonight's game statistics are sponsored by Randy Gorham, CPA. Randy Gorham, CPA, the source for your accounting and income tax needs since 1984.
When we say we're with you, we mean we're with you for all of it. For the first steps, your third act, for the little wonders and big changes. We're with you for what if, and for making the what if happen. At Austin Bank, we help you up when you fall, cheer you on when you succeed, and stand with you for the rest. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Henderson takes a 21-0 lead over Jacksonville. 7:08 remaining in the first half. Garza set to kick this one away for the Lions.
McGowan back with Suarez Mosley for Jacksonville. Henderson's been squibbing it on the recent kickoffs. Let's see what they do here.
This one high, deep middle.
Suarez Mosley.
Fielded by Bubba Suarez Mosley. Lots of room to run around the side. Going to be pushed out, but a good return there from Suarez Mosley.
On the kickoff return, number 2, Bubba Suarez Mosley.
Guys on the sidelines helping now. He's an aide at the high school. Is Jacksonville's Chris Carpenter of Jacksonville historical fame as one of the all-time receivers and kickoff returners, and he's had a fabulous career at UTSA. Now helping on the sidelines, and he got a little excited when he saw Suarez Mosley breaking that out, as that was his specialty, was returning kickoffs. Glad to have him back in Jacksonville. Ben Bolton checks back into the ball game at quarterback. He'll be flanked by Alex. Yep,
Alex Polk in the backfield with Ben Bolton. Jacksonville going to start this drive with two receivers. Two receivers right, one left. 1st and 10 from the Jacksonville 42. Bolton gets the snap, hands this one off to Polk, going right up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Good gain here on 1st down for Alex Polk.
Just a great burst right there by Polk. I mean, that's something that we haven't seen Jacksonville able to do. I mean, even if they try the burst, it's the hole's not there. That time it was there. Saul Garcia and Alex Parra, Toby Simpson getting the blocks on that side to give Polk a nice 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
Bolton going to hand this one off again, this time around the left side. Not much room to run for Alex Polk, and he will lose 2 on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Well, the lateral speed of Henderson defensively, I mean, this is why they're probably going to be a playoff team out of that tough district that they're in with Chapel Hill and Kilgore and Lindale. I think Henderson's going to be that other team because they just have such great team speed defensively, and when you play those teams, that's what you got to have, and Jacksonville has just been unable to turn that corner when they go wide.
Bolton trying to flip this one wide for, I think that's Suarez Mosley over there. Finally blown dead. Pretty big loss, though, after the skip.
They called that a lateral?
Yeah, it was definitely forward.
It sure looked like a forward pass.
It was a forward pass. I mean, Ben threw that thing from the 35, and the ball bounced to like the 39. And I just kept waiting for the official to blow the whistle, and he called that a lateral. No way.
Well, we have this.
I didn't see the replay.
Change for the punt. I've had.
Look at that. Look, that is a forward pass.
Had several people text me, and one of my students, Hendrix Burnett, email me asking about the scorebug graphic. And if you weren't with us during pregame, the scoreboard here at Lions Stadium is on their video board, and so every time they run a replay or a commercial, their scoreboard goes away, and that's where we're grabbing the data for our scoreboard graphic. So every now and then it's going to freak out. It's going to do that all night long. Just bear with us as we are doing the best with what we have available to us here at Lions Stadium.
Yeah, really good punt there from Davian Tavera.
Not only that, Ryan, but the ball bounced back to him uncharacteristically by Toby.
Yeah, 47 yards on the punt for Davian.
And that was on the first hop. He caught it. Great job by Tavera.
Yep.
So with 5:11 remaining in the first half, 21-0 Henderson. Lions will get the football at their own 14-yard line.
Meeks once again in at quarterback on this drive for Henderson.
Yeah, that's Howard.
It is Howard?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh. They look very similar back there.
Yeah, they do. Just one digit off. I think Meeks, the freshman, is maybe a couple inches taller than the senior. But they do look very similar in the way they throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 stops the clock with 5:07 remaining in the first half.
So Howard in at quarterback, and Jaden Bishop looks like in the backfield at running back behind him. Handoff is going to go up the middle with Bishop. Big gain, and we'll pick up a first down.
Wow. Where's that dude been? He's the backup. Oof.
Henderson moving quickly. Howard hands this one off to Bishop once again. Lots of room to run right up the middle. Pick up another first down and push this one out across the Henderson 45.
Jacksonville's going to have to they got to get up off the ground and get ready because Henderson's ready to go.
Yep. Henderson moving quickly once again. Howard going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. Lots of room to run around the left side. Castle in pursuit. Going to trip Howard up about the Jacksonville 20, but a huge gain.
It's automatic when the defensive end crashes as a quarterback on the zone read. You keep the ball, you pull it, and you go. Everybody collapsed on the big fella, number 22, and Howard pulls it for the big gain.
Henderson still going hurry up. Howard going to hand this one off to Starling this time around the right side, trying to find an opening. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, and will finally be brought down inside the Jacksonville 10. A big second effort there. Gains him about 5 yards.
Number 35.
Thought Jacksonville's defense had him stopped, so that'll bring up 1st and goal now.
Yeah, that's about a 10-yard pickup, I think.
Yeah, I think he gained 5 just after they had him wrapped up there at the end, too. Starling once again going to get the handoff. Big hole, and he will score.
Touchdown, Henderson.
Starling with the score. Oh, now we got what's going on here.
Number 2, Minnie Starling.
There's the flag. Thank you. I was wondering when they were going to do that. Henderson's they are just smack talking, pushing Jacksonville. Fighting Indians are doing a great job, good discipline, getting away from them. And finally the official throws the flag. So now let's see if they get the second guy, which would be Jacksonville, because it was number 26 who's kind of getting a talking to by the coach over there. I think that's Thomas Sitton talking to Connor Stewart, the senior, because he was seriously pushing some Jacksonville guys around and talking some smack. Now Henderson's pointing at Jacksonville, pointing at the scoreboard. Oh, don't tell me they're going to do offsetting. Oh, give me a break. That's just one of those, I don't know, I call that a lazy call maybe, because get the first guy. Call it on him and be done with it.
So Henderson going to move out of the swinging gate, and they will bring Ivan Navarro in to attempt the extra point. Extra points brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. And this one from Navarro is up and good. So that makes this 28-0 Henderson over Jacksonville. Take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
At the South Jackson Dairy Queen, every day is a treat. Cool off with your favorite blizzard, celebrate big with our famous ice cream cakes, and stop in to see the friendly staff who make every visit special. Dairy Queen, where happy tastes good.
Tonight's game statistics are sponsored by Randy Gorham, CPA. Randy Gorham, CPA, the source for your accounting and income tax needs since 1984.
When we say we're with you, we mean we're with you for all of it. For the first steps, your third act, for the little wonders and big changes. We're with you for what if, and for making the what if happen. At Austin Bank, we help you up when you fall, cheer you on when you succeed, and stand with you for the rest. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Henderson pushes this out to a 28-0 lead. 4:04 remaining in the first half. Once again, we do have a 2-minute timeout coming up here shortly. And Garza has this one teed up to kick away for Henderson. Kickoffs brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. If you need a kick, go get yours at Neighbors. This one's going to be a pop-up over to the right side, going to be fielded by Hicks. And Jacksonville will take over 1st and 10 from their 34.
I got to say, Jacksonville defensively has not played too poorly. I mean, they've given up some stuff, but a lot of times your defense is a reflection of your offense. If your offense can't get some first downs and move the football, you're out on the field a lot.
A lot.
And you get tired, and things happen, and Henderson's taking advantage of that. But when you can't get a first down, I don't know when the last time Jacksonville got a first down. It was way earlier in this second quarter. It's 4:04 remaining.
Bolton in at quarterback. Fires this one over to Suarez. Mosley immediately met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Jackson with the tackle on Suarez Mosley, a sure tackle, trying to set up that inside screen. Kenyon Tilley, excuse me, not Kenyon, it's Bubba Suarez Mosley got a nice block, but McGowan could just get out of the hands of Jackson, so no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Searles in the backfield with Bolton. Lone receiver is Jaquaylin Holman.
No call.
Pretty good throw there from Ben. Jaquaylin looked like he got wrapped up early, but no call.
There was contact before the ball got there, no call.
Yeah.
So Massingburg checks in for Jacksonville. 3rd down and 10. And, boy, you're down 28-0, and your offense you just got to get something going here. Get a couple of first downs and don't give the ball back and put your defense back out on the field.
.318 remaining here in the second quarter. Bolton gets the snap. Gonna have to scramble to his right. Tries to make a man miss. Flings this one towards Jaquaylin Holman. Incomplete, but it will bring up 4th down and 10.
Heady play by Bolton, just getting around the rush, getting to the outside, and right before he got to the line of scrimmage, he decided to throw it away instead of taking about a 7-yard loss. So that'll save Tavera 7 yards on this punt right here. So 3:08 remaining, and the Lions still have 2 timeouts. Ooh, man. It goes without saying, you don't want to go in with another score at the half, and it's just demoralizing.
Tavera, good snap there from Toby Simpson. Tavera,
good punt.
Boots this one away. Takes a great Jacksonville bounce inside the 20, and Toby Simpson will down this one at the Henderson 17.
Well, Tavera's getting it done. I mean, he is doing a heck of a job tonight punting the football.
Yeah, he's hit some good ones.
So with
49 on that one, Matt.
Nice. The last one was 47. So with 2:57 remaining in this first half, fans stay with us at the half. We'll have the Jacksonville's Cherokee Charmers, the Twirlers, and the award-winning Jacksonville High School Band will also be performing. Todd will be along with Stats, sponsored by Randy Gorham, on the Whataburger halftime report. And, of course, we'll have our halftime interview as he's leaving the field with head coach Monte Stevenson, sponsored by All Smiles Dentistry.
Baby Shark is an interesting football song.
It really is.
Yeah, the last few that
I
they
don't know.
played.
I mean, this may scare y'all, but my hips started moving, so I don't know.
Well, you're definitely right. That did scare me a little bit, Matt.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Howard going to hand this one off. Starling has a hole, tries to cut it back, and turns into the Jacksonville defense.
Now, what is this flag?
Decent pickup on first down for Starling. There's a flag.
I mean, the official was like right in the middle of the pile, and he just went boop, just dropped the flag right there. He was like a yard from the tackle. What is the call? Oh, face mask. Can you please give me a break? Oh, man. It's like he was looking for it. I mean, he was right there in the middle of the pile. I know I sound like Wendy Weiner to our viewers, but Henderson with a first down. Clock's turned back on with 2:28 and counting.
Howard gets the snap, looking to his right, going to fire this one downfield, and it is caught by Jones. Jacksonville trying to bring him down, and he will have a huge pickup and gets inside the Jacksonville 10, and that was C.J. Crockett on the tackle for the Indians.
Just a heck of a throw by Vince Howard right there. I mean, he just absolutely delivered a strike to Jones, who's having a huge night catching the football for Henderson.
Yeah, I mean, a great route by Mason Jones, got past Crockett.
2-minute timeout.
So we will have the 2-minute timeout. Henderson leads Jacksonville 28-0, and inside the Jacksonville 10-yard line. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
We'd like to say thank you to tonight's team meal sponsor, Matt Montgomery Financial. Thank you for your valued support of Jacksonville Athletics.
At the South Jackson Dairy Queen, every day is a treat. Cool off with your favorite blizzard, celebrate big with our famous ice cream cakes, and stop in to see the friendly staff who make every visit special. Dairy Queen, where happy tastes good.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Jeremy Harmel in Jacksonville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Since 1953, Hubert Glass Oil has been servicing the Texas market with the finest quality fuels and lubricants. Each batch is crafted with precision and quality tested by our in-house lab. Whether you're on the road, on the farm, or on the job, we have the right product for your needs.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. After the 2-minute timeout, Henderson leading Jacksonville 28-0. Howard gets the snap, going to hand this one off to Starling, gets around the right side, and he will walk in for another Henderson touchdown.
Yeah, not much to that for Starling. I mean,
He's so fast.
That's his bread and butter. I mean, once he gets that corner, you better bring it because he has sprinter speed, and that's why he had 284 yards in the first two ball games. Jacksonville knew coming in that number 2 was going to be a dude they had to stop. So 34-0, and here's the extra point.
And Navarro in to attempt the extra point. Extra points brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee, and this one from Navarro is up and good. So it makes this a 35-0 game. 1:55 remaining here before halftime. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
Ready to hit the road in a brand new Ford? From dependable trucks to family-friendly SUVs, we've got the right ride for every road ahead. Drive home today with unbeatable savings and award-winning service only at EAG Ford Jacksonville, your hometown Ford dealer.
Tonight's game statistics are sponsored by Randy Gorham, CPA. Randy Gorham, CPA, the source for your accounting and income tax needs since 1984. Since 2004, Legends Old Time Burger Cafe has been the home of Jacksonville's best old-fashioned hamburgers. Hand-battered chicken strips, chicken fried steak, fries, and onion rings are the best around. Legends, home of Jacksonville's best old-fashioned hamburger.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Henderson takes a 35-0 lead over Jacksonville with 1:55 remaining in the first half. Garza has this one teed up to kick for Henderson.
Well, just not a lot of good things happening for Jacksonville tonight. We talked about having good halves and bad halves in the first 2 ball games, and hopefully this is Jacksonville's bad half, and the next one will be a good one, because it certainly has not been a good first half for the Jacksonville Fighting Indians.
Garza pops this one up to the near sideline, fielded by Haddon Hicks, and Jacksonville once again will have pretty good field position to start this drive at the 38.
So we'll see who comes in at quarterback for Jacksonville. It's going to be Ben. I mean, if you're Jacksonville right here, I mean, you just want to get out of this half. You want to just get a couple of first downs here. Don't give the ball back to Henderson and just go in and regroup. You really don't want to do a 3-and-out right here.
No, Jacksonville just needs to have some kind of positive spark to go into halftime with. I mean, yeah, you'd like to score here, but you just really need to pick up some first downs, move the ball, and have a little spark for your offense. And Searles with a big pickup here.
He's going to
Lots
score.
of room to run. Rodarius Searles.
No, they got him.
Going to be brought down, but a huge run for Randy Searles.
Man, that's all Searles right there. He was in the backfield, caught, and just stopped, turned, reversed his field, and he went straight up the middle.
Yeah.
He shook a couple of tacklers about 10 yards down the field. Then it was a dead sprint.
He's made several of those runs, and he is not getting a whole lot of help. It is just a fantastic effort from Randy Searles.
The only thing
picking up these yards
that could stop him on that play was Matt Montgomery jinxing him on the he's going to score.
I mean, he was at the 10. I said he's going in, and they got him from behind.
He's at the 10. He didn't even he got pulled down at the 20.
I was at the 20? Okay. I was really far down the field.
You were, in your defense. You're about a quarter of a mile away.
Yeah, I was. I'm always a quarter mile away.
Oh, man. All right, well, while they're tending to the injured Henderson line, let's take a short break.
When we say we're with you, we mean we're with you for all of it. For the first steps, your third act, for the little wonders and big changes. We're with you for what if, and for making the what if happen. At Austin Bank, we help you up when you fall, cheer you on when you succeed, and stand with you for the rest. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium. Henderson training staff able to help Bo Kress off the field. Randy Searles gets the handoff on first down after the big gain. And not much room. I think they're actually going to maybe spot him at a 1-yard loss.
I'm watching the line of scrimmage, and I just can't figure out how Henderson is getting in the backfield right when he's getting the football. I mean, maybe a yard he gets before but it is just blowing up the offensive line of Jacksonville right now is Henderson. You're right. It's been all Searles when he gets free, though.
Searles in the backfield with Bolton Ben looking to his left, trying to find Jaquaylin Holman. It gets tipped by the defender and incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Just needed a little bit more air on that one to give Jaquaylin some room. But a good pass break up there from Corey Harper for Henderson.
I'll say one thing about Henderson. They like to celebrate. I mean, those kids make a play, and they've got a dance or some kind of movement for everything. They're watching a lot of Sunday afternoon football,
53.8 seconds remaining in the first half. Bolton
blitz
hits the snap. Going to hand this one off to Searles. No room for Randy Searles once again. and he will lose a yard, and it will be 4th down and 12.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to set up
and we're going to have some
reverse.
extracurriculars here after the play. Some flags come in.
I mean, Henderson's talking trash again, pointing at Jacksonville, and Randy Searles took the bait. So we'll see if that's going to be one of those offsetting penalties, but you always get the second guy. But I'm watching the whole thing inside, and Henderson is pointing and talking trash. Officials got to get a hold of that. I mean, you can't call that on the second guy. You got to get on top of it. So let's see what the call is here, and let's see if they do the old offsetting. And if they do, it'll be 4th down. Searles didn't get anywhere. He got.
Yeah, so while they're sorting this out, mentioning not getting anywhere, mentioning the pressure they've been getting, we were setting up a reverse on that play, and before Searles could get it to McGowan, who was coming this direction with Alex Parra pulling out in front of him, before we could get the exchange, they were in the backfield with us. So that defensive line is really impressive, and they've been impressive tonight.
Here we go. Oh, my goodness, they just ejected Searles. Look at Henderson celebrating. That is absolutely nuts right there. I mean, Searles is the second guy. They were poked. Look at him right now. Hey, that's something, man. Stop. That is ridiculous. Come on, refs. I mean, after they ejected Searles, all their guys started jumping up and running toward our guys and pointing. Oh, my goodness. Where am I?
Well, currently.
You always get the second guy. I mean, that's something that you have to learn as a football player sometimes. And if you're going to retaliate, you're probably going to be the one that gets it, the call. And that's what happened to Randy Searles. And apparently he threw a punch and they ejected him.
Yeah, it's one of those cardinal rules. You just simply can't do that.
Nope.
That's it doesn't matter what the first guy's doing. If you throw a punch, and it's one of those things that it's just immediate. So we won't see Randy for the rest of the night, and hopefully, we can kind of get control of the game a little bit. We've still got a half to play.
Yeah, the frustration is that the officials are allowing, in my opinion, they're allowing Henderson to taunt.
Yeah, that's what I meant by get control of the game. You gotta get this cleaned up as the officiating crew. So we'll see what they do to kind of get that going. We're gonna get a timeout from Henderson.
So Henderson takes a timeout.
And we'll take it with him.
Passing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class specialists at Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute are experts in caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute, taking orthopedic care a step further.
Since 2004, Legends Old Time Burger Cafe has been the home of Jacksonville's best old-fashioned hamburgers. Hand-battered chicken strips, chicken fried steak, fries, and onion rings are the best around. Legends, home of Jacksonville's best old-fashioned hamburger.
Welcome back. 25 seconds remaining before halftime. Jacksonville with a 4th and long. Polk in the backfield with Bolton. Bolton looking deep down the field.
Arm got hit. His arm got hit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Now you're getting Jacksonville coaches upset because that ball was deflected by number 8. Varian Williams came in and hit Ben Bolton's arm, and that's why the ball went awry. And officials now, Monte Stevenson, he's defending his team right here. I mean, that was clearly after the play. A Henderson guy just knocked a Jacksonville kid right on in front of the Jacksonville coaching staff on his back, and the officials didn't call anything. It would have been an automatic first down. That's what you call an automatic first down, personal foul. They didn't call it. I will tell you that I've been to Henderson to a lot of games over here. This is a hard place to win. I've got a great Danny Long story, but I'll let that one go because that was very painful. That was one of the worst calls I've ever seen. Cost us a ball game.
20 seconds remaining. I know our score graphic says 2 minutes and 8 seconds, but it's 20.8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Henderson's just going to take a knee, send this game to halftime.
All right, fans, stay with us. We'll talk to a pretty agitated Monte Stevenson here. I don't want to keep him too long. So Jacksonville, this is going to be an interesting second half. I hope some calmness takes over here, as this heated rivalry is definitely
heated tonight.
Oh man, it has. I mean, it's a 35-0 Henderson lead, and they are rubbing it in. But if you're Jacksonville, you got to keep your composure. You just got to. All right, let's get head coach Monte Stevenson here. Coach, tough half. You had some opportunities early, and then you just had a hard time moving the ball, and they took advantage. Getting chippy out there. I hope the officials can kind of get control of this thing.
Well, we expected it coming in. But again, like you said, we got some really good stops defensively. We need our offense to gel at some point to take advantage of those turnovers. So we're going to go in at halftime. We're going to look at things we did wrong, get those corrected, and have a better second half.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Head coach Monte Stevenson. As we enter the Whataburger halftime report, glad you're with us here on JSDlive.com. Ryan, we'll take a couple of breaks here, and let's come back pretty quick and get the Jacksonville Cherokee Charmers in the band. And twirlers.
All righty. We will be just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Jeremy Harmel for an auto quote today.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium for the Whataburger halftime report. Cherokee Charmers have taken the field. So, Matt, I'm going to send it down to you.
Thank you, Ryan. Award-winning Cherokee Charmers now on the field for their halftime performance. Let's listen in.
The Charmers would like to thank some of our captain-level sponsors: A&W Field Services, Austin Bank, Bannister Plumbing and Air, and Bobby's Tire and Audio. Tonight, the Charmers will be performing a box routine to Dance Again, choreographed by Sarah Nash. Charmers are under the direction of Cassidy Kingston and Tiffany Alexander. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Cherokee Charmers.
And now, introducing the Jacksonville Indian Majorettes, directed by Breanne G.
At the 5, and then he said no and gave us.
Your 2025 to 26 captains are Sophie McNeil and Andrea Tavera. Twirler of the week is Emery Stevens. Watch now as the twirlers perform to Seven Nation Army.
Jacksonville High School Twirlers performing here at a halftime on the Whataburger Halftime Report here at Lions Stadium in Henderson, Texas. Now the Jacksonville High School Band under the direction of Donnie Berry are getting ready for their halftime performance. Let's listen in as the JHS Band puts it on the line here.
And now, JIFC is proud to present the Jacksonville Fighting Indian Band. The band is under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Anaja White and Junior Drum Majors Demetrius Hampton and Mauricio Trujillo. Featured twirler is Abby Carrier. Tonight, the band will perform the Vienna Philharmonic Dancer and Golden Bear March. Now, at the center of the field, one of the most decorated military marching bands in the state of Texas. That classic look, that awesome sound, that cry heard across the land. The Jacksonville Fighting Indian Band. The Fine Indian Band is under the direction of Donnie Barrier, Juliana Aguilar.
Jacksonville High School Band performing here on the Whataburger Halftime Report. It's halftime at Lions Stadium. Lions leading Jacksonville by a score of 35-0. Now I'm going to throw it back upstairs, Ryan, to you and the guys, and take a look at some stats.
All righty, thank you, Matt. Let's take a short break before we get into stats. We'll be back in just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Jeremy Harmel for an auto quote today.
Tonight's game statistics are sponsored by Randy Gorham, CPA. Randy Gorham, CPA, the source for your accounting and income tax needs since 1984.
Welcome back to the Whataburger halftime report. You make the order, and Whataburger makes it fresh. Jacksonville trails Henderson 35-0 at the half. We got about 12 minutes remaining here in halftime. So let's go ahead and take a look at our stats brought to you by Randy Gorham CPA.
Passing, quarterback Ben Bolton had 6 completions on 11 attempts for a total of 16 yards. Trent Clater had 1 completion on 3 attempts for -3 yards and 2 interceptions. Rushing, Randy Searles, 10 carries for 94 yards with a long run of 45. Jordan McGowan, 1 rush for 1 yard. Alex Polk, 5 carries for -2. And Ben had 3 carries for -10. Receiving, Bubba Suarez Mosley, 5 catches for 10 yards. Jaquaylin Holman, 1 catch for 6. And punting tonight, Davian Tavera, 3 punts for an average of 41 yards with a long of 49.
And 2
inside the 20.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, some pretty good punting stats there for Davian tonight. He's gotten some pretty good rolls out of those as well, which is always helpful.
That's
yeah,
right.
For sure.
And no return. So
I mean that's I think been the big thing. Jacksonville's coverage tonight has not been the greatest, I would say. So they've allowed some long returns, not necessarily on punts, but on kickoffs. Especially the touchdown.
It was the one after the safety returned.
Yeah, and I think there was another one that got called back that they returned on a kickoff. I don't know if it was the opening. Maybe it was a punt. I don't know. There was a long return that got called back at one point.
Yeah, that was the punt.
I think that was actually one of the picks.
Was it just an interception?
I think so.
I just remember there was a long return.
Yeah. There was a long one, and Davian dove and tried to hit him and did not make the tackle, so they ran it in.
Yeah, that was on the kickoff.
But that was the safety.
He kicked off after the safety.
Kick. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, just a really tough night so far for Jacksonville offensively. The bright spot was Randy Searles, 10 carries for 94 yards, and then throws a punch and
gets ejected
before the end of the first half. So we will not see him in the second half, unfortunately. And Jacksonville's got to figure out something offensively. We've seen some bright spots from him the last 2 games. We saw some bright spots from him even tonight. Searles has been a big part of that. But I mean, we saw us moving the ball early in the game. We're throwing some short passes and picking up a couple yards here and there. And, I mean, that's what you're going to have to do against this Henderson team. You're just going to have to chip away at them. But those passes have got to be so quick as well. The quarterbacks, I mean, neither one of them, Ben, Trent, whoever's in the game, it doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. The offensive line is just letting those guys through. And, they've got to be able to step up as well and give the quarterback some time. They've got to be able to block for the running backs. Alex Polk has -2 yards, and he's had 5 carries. I mean, we haven't run the ball a whole lot. I mean, it's hard to have a whole bunch of plays when you go 3 and out over and over again tonight. But they have got to find some kind of a rhythm offensively, because you can't leave the defense on the field as much as we have tonight.
Right.
Yeah, I think the big difference in the game as compared to the first 2 weeks so far is just the team speed that Henderson has on defense is just definitely a different gear than center or Brownsboro. And so we talked in pregame about how Jaquaylin Holman and Alex Polk, 2 younger guys have been a huge part of this team.
Yeah, some super sophomores.
Yeah, exactly. Leading the team in receiving and leading the team in rushing. And both of those guys in both of the first 2 games had multiple explosive plays. Big catches down the field for Jaquaylin and big runs for Alex Polk, and those just haven't been there tonight against this Henderson defense so far. And maybe they'll find those here and there in the second half, and definitely that's what you have to want if you're one of the Jacksonville coaches, is to see this team fight back and to see your offense settle in. See your offensive line make some of those blocks that you mentioned, to give Ben some time, to give Trent some time to hit some of those big plays down the field that we saw in week 1 and week 2
and we were
haven't
hoping
seen tonight.
to have a good drive to end the half there, and we did. Randy had a good run, and we were moving the ball. And
I really think that injury that we had, that Henderson had on that play, really kind of killed the momentum.
It did.
Yeah,
you know,
it did.
Searles had made such a big, long run, and I think we were probably trying to get up there and move quickly, get up there, snap the ball, hand it off to him again, and let him see what he can pick up. And there was a long delay, and it kind of just killed the flow of that drive. And when it comes down to it, that's just what happens in football. There are injuries. It's just part of the game, but it really killed the momentum in that drive. And
there's been a few of those tonight. That safety was
the safety was a huge
massive.
Killer. Yeah.
We haven't really talked about it yet, but we need to point out that after the first quarter, it was 7-0, and there were big plays in that first quarter. A lot of them kind of wild, but it was a one-score game after one quarter, and then you look up and it's 35-0 after that second quarter. So it seems like after that safety,
the safety was a turning point.
That was
there.
an 8-point swing back to back because you get
and
the safety.
It didn't look like they were going to call it. It took them so long to make that decision,
and you could just feel the wind come out of the sails at that moment.
He did not throw it down. It was not intentional grounding.
Yeah, and he's outside of the
pocket. He wasn't completely in the grasp. Yes, he was scrambling. There's a guy closing on him, but he threw it at the receiver.
Yeah, I mean, they must have called that short of the line of scrimmage. That's the only thing I can think of that they would have called in that moment, because there was a receiver in the area and he's outside of the pocket. So as long as he gets it to the line of scrimmage, that's not intentional grounding.
Yeah.
So that must have been the call in the moment, but it was a huge call.
Do we want to say we disagree with that call?
We did, yes.
I would say we've disagreed with a lot of the calls that have gone
several
on
calls, yes.
Yeah, that's also going to be
that was a very critical call at that point.
Oh, it was crucial. I mean, the defense had played well. The offense, was kind of struggling, but you kept it close. Like we were still in the game.
7-0 at that point. So if you don't have that play, the ball moves back to about the 10.
But even if you
and maybe we punt.
Yeah, you punt it and hope that the defense can hold them again. I mean, they've made some big plays. And, I mean, really that first quarter, if it wasn't for that first, gigantic Henderson play where he throws it downfield and the guy's wide open, I mean, it very easily could have been 0-0.
Wide open is almost an understatement.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
Yeah,
oh my
he was
gosh.
about as wide open as a penguin on Antarctica or something. I mean, just nobody around.
Yeah, there was definitely nobody in the same zip code.
No.
But outside of that play, that first quarter, it was really even first quarter. So we need to get back to that kind of play.
If you're a defensive back, I know you got to stay with your receiver, but what we're looking at from this bird's eye view, there was a lot of motion.
Yeah.
He faked the handoff. He even had a reverse. He faked that, and then he throws. If you're back there looking, you see all that. Oh, they're running a reverse, so I got to come support.
Yeah. And we've got underclassmen back there. They're learning, and you just hope that that's a big play that sticks in their mind. So the next time you don't make that mistake, and that's hard as a fan and as someone up here that just you want success for all the coaches and the players who we know work so hard. But that is part of the process with a young team. They have to see mistakes are part of that process, to see something and then the next time it happens, to expect it and you're not going to make the same mistake.
Yeah, and it was one receiver, so really 1-2 guys should have stayed with him, but sure the others should have come up for support if it was handed off. And we just wound up with everybody coming. So
so we you definitely want to see the team come out and not give up and fight back and come out with effort and energy. And we also want to see we want to see the officials call the game maybe a little bit tighter, get control of the game in the second half, because that first half ended in a way that we've still got a half of football to play, and you want it to stay under control and have both teams get out of here respectfully.
Looking at several plays before that, Searles is trying to run the ball, and he gets hit, but they push him 20, 25 yards
I mean,
instead of
there were multiple
the officials shutting it down.
Multiple times before that final, kind of dust up that, in retrospect, maybe they should have called a little bit closer, because maybe that doesn't happen at the end of the first half. And I'm sure they see that at halftime, and maybe they'll come out and call it a little differently, and hopefully we can just kind of have both teams kind of settle in and come out and play a clean half of football here in the second half.
Because we did have a lot of penalties there in the first half. Both teams, but a lot of penalties.
Both teams. I mean, that first half, I mean, it's 9:24 and we're at halftime. A lot of times, we're in the middle of the third quarter, almost at the end of it by now.
Sure.
That's true.
And it was moving along there in that first quarter. So that second quarter definitely it was really kind of.
It took a while. What about stats for Henderson?
Passing, they used the 2 quarterbacks, Vince Howard, 3 completions on 5 attempts for 140 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. And Blake Meeks, 4 completions on 6 attempts for 55 yards. Rushing, Justin Starling, 10 carries for 54 yards and 3 touchdowns. Vince Howard, 1 rush for 35 yards. Jaden Bishop, 3 carries for 32.
Yeah, that rush that Vince Howard had, too, was a huge play.
Play.
I think it was 3rd down at that point. Like, we had, I think, stopped him, and they fake the handoff, and he runs around the opposite side. And no one on the Jacksonville defense over there close. Castle has to run him down and push him out of bounds. And
Castle
if it wasn't for it wasn't for Castle, they score.
That's touchdown.
Yeah.
Receiving, Mason Jones, 2 catches for 115 yards and 1 touchdown.
2 catches? He's only caught the ball twice.
Seems like more than that.
Yeah, it seems like he's been a lot more involved.
And Justin Starling, 2 catches for 47. Lamarion Coleman, 2 catches for 21. And Aiden Perry, 1 catch for 12.
Yeah, lots of yards for Henderson in the first half for sure. I mean, they've moved the ball well. They've had a lot of really explosive plays. I talk about it a lot, but that was one thing that our coaches were tracking when in college was a number of explosive plays, and you wanted to have more explosive plays than the other team. Henderson has had quite a few of those tonight. So a lot of times the explosive plays, not only do they, cut a huge chunk of yardage out, but they give you so much momentum. They get everyone on the sideline excited. They get the crowd excited, and it can literally change the dynamic of not only a drive but of an entire game based on those explosive plays. And Jacksonville's got to be able to create some of those themselves in the second half. They're going to have time to be able to do that, which I think is going to be a big key for the second half. But you need to come out and not only get some of those quick passes and the first downs, but you need to create some explosive plays and get your guys back up, because it's walking out of the locker room right now, it doesn't look like we're ready to come out and play a second half, if I'm being honest.
No, it doesn't, and it's tough to come out ready to play the reality of 35 to nothing. We haven't scored anything, and so they know the same thing we do, that our main player that had stats in the first half was ejected at the end. So
yeah, and we'll see how they come out of the tunnel and take the field and see how they start this second half. Certainly.
But at this point, we're trying to learn. We're trying to
absolutely.
We're looking for bright spots. Where are those positive plays? Where are the
at this point in this game, forget about the scoreboard. Come out, try to win the second half, and
get better.
Get better, and just get more experience. Like you need to be able to get some throws, get some catches, build some confidence.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach King talked about it on Inside the Huddle this week, where we need to celebrate those individual moments where, in the past, if maybe you wouldn't have made this down block, was the example that he used, and you make that block, that's something that we're going to celebrate. And that's what, this team needs to focus on for this second half, is come out and just get better. If you struggled with something in the first half, focus on that this second half and do it right. And you build those up enough over enough games and enough iterations, and that's how you get better as a team. So still definitely a lot to take away from this game, and hopefully a lot to take away from this second half.
Yeah. Once again, thank you to Randy Gorham for sponsoring our halftime and post-game statistics. This has been the Whataburger Halftime Report. Matt, are you with us down on the field?
Just turn the mic on. Yeah. Players are out now, getting in the tunnel, ready to go. Him and Trent down here, and I was listening to y'all's commentary. Exactly right. You just got to come out and forget about the first half, and you just got to go and act. Just start over. It was such a bad first half. You just got to replay, recalibrate, and move forward. Try to cut out the mistakes. Try to get your blocks. Try to hit your keys. And that's it. I mean, that first half, you just got to move forward, like as they say, next play.
Olivia Rodriguez, Xavier Mata, and Will Frost. Superintendent of the schools is Mr. Brian Bowman, and high school principal is Shannon Dickerson. The Lion Pride Band announcer is Chad Boatwright. The Lion Pride Band would like to thank the community of Henderson, Texas, HISD School.
Well, Matt, you were down there, so you had a front row seat to the halftime performance. Great performance by the Jacksonville Fighting Indian Band, the Cherokee Charmers, and the Majorettes.
Always. People can, we haven't won many football games in the last few years, but we always win halftime. I mean, just huge band. Henderson's known for their band. And I got to say, the numbers that Donnie Barrier has for his unit, it matches Henderson's. Henderson's always had a huge band. And, of course, the Charmers always put on a great show. Multiple twirlers out there, one of the biggest twirling squads we've had. Brianne G heads up that crew, and just an impressive halftime show indeed. Now I'll be interested to see mentally how Jacksonville comes out. Can the defense set the tone as Henderson deferred to the second half, so they'll get the football offensively to start? And Jacksonville's they just got to refocus, particularly on offense, and focus that they had a great first opening drive. And then Henderson just made some adjustments and shut them down. The second quarter was just brutal for Jacksonville on offense, except for a couple of runs by Randy Searles, who will not be out in the second half. If you're just joining us, he was ejected. And as we talked about, they always get the second guy. Saw the entire thing what happened. And I will tell you that, and I have somebody that sent me a video to confirm it. Randy was down. Somebody kicked him. And when they kicked him, he went nuts. And he's the guy that got caught. That's what happens.
Yeah, we talked about it at half, but one thing that we definitely all want, and I'm sure here in the stadium, is just
order.
Call it a little tighter early, and just kind of reset the game. Get both teams kind of maybe send a message early that, hey, we're going to call it tight and we're going to get a hold of the game so that we can have a clean half of football.
Yeah, and just maintain order. I mean, it's okay to have some emotions and things like that.
Of course.
And it's a physical football game, but it's after the play when the whistle blows, man, you got to go back to your huddle. You can't sit there and that's what I saw lot of it.
You take care of those small things as the official, and then those big things, are
no doubt.
less likely to occur.
No doubt.
Hopefully we'll just see some of that early and just kind of, send that message, and we can have just a good clean half of football and
So Lee, you and I talked about this the other day, and Ricky Meeks, when we were at center last year, he's like a DJ in a New York disco.
Oh yeah,
it's
the music has definitely made the trip.
And we wondered
from center to Henderson.
We wondered if he was going to bring it to Henderson, and he has brought it to Henderson because we've been here for years coming to the stadium, and I've never heard this music. This is the same kind of music he was playing at center last year.
At least they're not playing it in the middle of the plays like they were at center.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
We haven't, we are not subjected to purple rain here in Henderson
but
after every play.
This is definitely his playlist that he brought.
Well,
I'm not sure about the Macarena and the. What was the other one?
Well, hey, you were saying you were moving the hips to Baby Shark.
Yeah,
so
Baby Shark. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't help it. It was shaking Baker on the sidelines. But this sounds just like it was at center, so he did bring that.
Yep.
So
Did you look at any halftime scores, Matt?
I did. I can't remember
Van
all
and
of them.
Lindale are 28-28. Marshall, Tyler Legacy. Marshall's up 28-26 in the third quarter.
Texas High was getting spanked by Mansfield Legacy by like 42-17 at the half.
White House Chapel Hills 21-21 in the second quarter.
Oh, White House came back. Okay. So that's interesting. Last week, Chapel Hill was down 20-7 to Gilmer at the half and came back and roared past Gilmer.
You want to hear a crazy halftime score?
Yeah.
Longview South Oak Cliff 10-10.
Boy, those are two good football programs. Wow.
Kilgore's up on Gilmer 24-0. Davian Tavera has this one teed up and gets us back underway to start the third quarter. This one a high pop-up, fielded. Pretty good return here from Jones down the left side. Going to get out near midfield.
Jones has been a busy guy tonight for the Henderson Lions.
Well, you say that, but we talked about how he only had
He had 2 catches
for
115 yards.
Yeah.
2?
Yes, sir.
I
That's
felt like
what
he
I
had
said.
10.
That's what I said.
He had
too.
the first.
I guess that because they were so big, but it felt like he had 10.
He had the first one on the trick play, and then had another 50-plus yarder.
Yeah, I mean, he had a couple of punt returns. Actually, I mean, he only had one, but and I think he fumbled one. That's the one that hey, look at this. Listen to this right here. We go. I mean, I feel like it's 1957.
I feel like I'm watching Sandlot.
Was it back when you were in high school or
Yeah,
middle school?
somewhere. Probably. I was right at college. Yeah. So here's Henderson. They'll start pretty good field position here.
Yeah, is that Meeks in the backfield?
It is.
Meeks and Starling in the backfield for the Lions. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Starling going to get the handoff. Big burst, lots of room to run, huge hole, and Starling will score.
52 yards. Man.
He is so quick.
All he needs is a little crease. First play, score.
Yeah, that type of speed, you're right, Matt. I mean, it's so punishing. One window, and a player with that kind of speed can just really make you pay instantly.
And he's 5'6". I mean, look at him running off the field. He's 5'6", but he's probably about 175, really thick legs. And when he comes through there, sometimes, I mean, he gets behind those linemen, you can't see him.
Yeah, he's 5'6" and 4'4" is what it looks like to me.
Yep.
There's
a block.
Extra point
Run
blocked.
it back.
And lots of room here. Jordan McGowan across midfield to the 40, the 30, trying to get in for the return, and he will. What a block and return from Jacksonville's special team unit.
I'm not sure Henderson's going to show this replay, but I'm going to look and see if I can spot who got the block for Jacksonville to give Fighting Indians 2 points on the return. I'm certain they won't show that.
Yeah,
it's not their highlight.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that makes this 41-2 after the extra point block and run back by Jordan McGowan. 11:33 on the clock, and a good start, or good answer, I guess, for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you, you're still playing.
Yeah.
We're still here. First play they score, and you say, hey, that's all right. Get in there and make the block, and you go 85 yards. Looked like he picked it up at the 15 and took it to the house. So the Fighting Indians get the goose egg off the board.
That they do. This will be Garza. Going to have this one teed up for the Lions. I will say, he does have a good playlist.
Hey, that's not bad right there.
It's a pretty good playlist.
That's taking me back to my days there, buddy. Wow. So Henderson has it teed up. McGowan will catch a break right here. And actually, he didn't. He's out there ready to go, and he's breathing heavy.
Garza going to pop this one up. It's going to be fair caught. Haddon Hicks once again. This one fair caught at the Henderson or the Jacksonville 32-yard line.
So let's see what kind of adjustments that Bryant King, Jacksonville's offensive coordinator, made at the half. I went over there and saw the players in their different position squads, if you will, talking it out, figuring it out. So Jalen Franklin has checked into the game for the first time for Jacksonville. This is the first time we've seen Jalen, the senior, 6'4", 180, since the center game in the first quarter when he was injured. Got a little double flank position out here.
Yep. 2 receivers stacked each way. McGowan in the backfield with Bolton. Ben gets the snap, fakes the handoff. Lots of pressure, going to tuck it and keep it himself up the middle, pick up a couple. They're going to give him 4.
Pressure again, man. I mean, he got that snap, and he immediately had to leave the pocket. He was looking for a slant to Patricio, who's lined up on that stack position with Jalen, and Ben just had to take off. He had no time to get his feet set at all.
Bolton gets the snap. This one handoff to McGowan up the middle. Jordan McGowan going to pick up a couple more. Make this a manageable third down.
Once again, if you're just joining us, our scoreboard graphic will cut in and out as the video board here at Lions Stadium. It also serves as their scoreboard, and that's where we're getting our scoreboard data. It is currently 41-2 with 9:43 remaining here in the third.
Trips left, one right. Bolton going to hand this one off. McGowan this time around the right side. Has some room to run. Going to pick up the EAG Ford first down and get out near midfield.
Nice bounce out by McGowan as he was going to go in that C gap, and it was all closed up. So he bounces it to the outside, uses his speed. And, McGowan coming into the season, he wasn't really expected to be a guy in the backfield. They wanted him out in that slot to get him in space. But, boy, he certainly has had some nice carries so far in this 2025 season from the running back position. He gets the EAG Ford first down.
Bolton.
Oh, wow.
Going to hand this one off to McGowan again. Kind of slipped a little bit. Had several guys coming at him.
I mean, just standing the Jacksonville offensive line up as the Henderson front line, and just no push at all. And McGowan got the handoff from Ben Bolton, and he literally had two blue jerseys on him right when he got the ball.
Same formation for the Indians. McGowan going to stay in the backfield alongside Bolton. Second down and 13. Ben going to flip this one out quickly. Suarez Mosley
very nice.
Able to get past one guy, pick up about 6.
And Ben put that ball exactly where he needed to. Not only did he get rid of it in a hurry, but he led Suarez Mosley so he could get a step. And then there was a nice block out there by Jalen and also Patricio. So third down, 8 to go for Jacksonville.
Two receiver stack each way. Bolton, quick pass.
Patricio.
Good pickup for Jaime Patricio. And that will be good for an EAG Ford first down.
There's a slant route right there.
I like that play.
Well,
Matt.
the corners have had outside leverage all night long. And I've been wondering when Jacksonville, I got a couple of texts from people saying, where's the slant? It's open. There it was, first down Jacksonville.
So Jacksonville, a couple EAG Ford first downs on this drive. McGowan trying to run around the left side. Not much there. It's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Yeah, not only is Henderson just so quick off the ball, but trying to hold your blocks and lock up with them. They get off of you really quickly. So this defense is going to be a force, I think, for Henderson and the district they're in.
Bolton going to fake the handoff to McGowan. Not much time. Going to try to pitch this one for Holman. Incomplete. It's going to bring up third down and 10.
Looking downfield, rolling to his left, and I think he wanted to plant his foot. He did not want to roll out to his left. He was forced out. Great play by Ben, just getting rid of it and getting it back to the line of scrimmage so it wasn't grounding. Is that some kind of Viking call they got going up this year?
Yeah, it's some kind of like weather alert sound, I think, isn't it? Isn't it from The Purge?
Yeah, I thought it was like a Viking call. Somebody got blown into a horn. But, yeah, you're right. Third down for Jacksonville.
Bolton gets the snap, looking to his left, going to fire for Jaquaylin Holman. This one incomplete off the hands of Holman. That's going to bring up fourth down and 10.
Yeah, just a slow developing out route right there. You want to go out and find out where the first down marker is, throw it right there, and Parker jumped the route a little bit, got his hand on it, incomplete. So 4th down for Jacksonville as Hicks will check in for the Fighting Indians on offense. It's McGowan in the backfield. You got Jalen, the 6'4" receiver, seeing his first action and since the game 1, isolated out here one-on-one. How's the fade looking here, huh? No, they got him in motion.
Freeman goes in motion. Bolton trying to find some room to throw.
Oh, no.
Keeps it himself, and Jacksonville will turn it over on 4th down.
I mean, Ben's just trying to protect the football, but Jaquelin's out there. He's covered, but I would just throw that. It's 4th down. You know you're going to get tackled. Throw it up there and just see if your receiver can make a play. Get rid of it. Just throw the football down the field, and again, it's just about reps right now for Ben Bolton if he survives the hits, man, because he has been. We're just not even 3 games in, and he has taken a lot of shots at quarterback.
Yes, he has. He is taking a beating, I would say, in these first 3 games. Some of which is him keeping it himself instead of throwing it. But still, he's taking lots of hits.
And I'm not even sure he could have had time to get his arm up and get something down the field to Jaquelin.
Oh, I don't know that he could have on that play.
It was like 40 yards down the field. He was just trying to protect the ball.
Yeah. So this will be Meeks now in at quarterback for the Lions. Going to fake the handoff. Tosses this one down the left side. Good coverage by
Sally.
Stayed
right with the receiver and just a straight go route trying to get a Mary Davis, the junior for Henderson, and Meeks' throw pretty much on the mark, but you got to give Sally credit for Jacksonville breaking it up.
I'll bring up 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. 2 receivers right, 1 left for the Lions. Meeks going to hand this one off. Pretty good run up the middle. Going to pick up a few. And I believe that is number 26, Connor Stewart, on the carry.
26, Connor Stewart.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 right at midfield. Meeks going to fake the handoff, fires to the near sideline. This one incomplete through the hands of Colby Taylor.
Well, Jacksonville caught a break right there because C.J. Crockett slipped. I mean, he was planting his foot, slipped. The receiver just dropped the ball. It was a catchable ball delivered by Meeks, and he catches that ball. It's a 1st down. So incomplete, 4th down, 2 to go now for Henderson.
Fourth and 2, Henderson going to keep the offense on the field.
Movement.
Meeks.
They did not call that.
Hands this one off. Up the middle goes Stewart. He will be right at the 1st down marker. I'm
Monte Stevenson is absolutely frustrated. I'm frustrated. I mean, the H-back moved. Everybody, even the Henderson quarterback paused. Meeks, he went, uh-oh, and they kept waiting for the flag and no flag. Oh, wow.
Henderson picks up 1st down, so now 1st and 10 from the Jacksonville 48. Meeks gets the snap, looking to his right, going to fire downfield. This one going to be hauled in by Aiden Perry, and another big play for the Lions.
Samadrick Kincaid on the defense for Jacksonville. He had good position, but Samadrick just didn't look up and find the football. He was right there with the receiver. If he just gets his head around, he can break that up. Ball went right by him. So now what are we doing here? Sending.
Looks like they're telling Mario he had to get off. I don't know if he lost a helmet on that play or.
I don't know.
They sent him off though.
Now Monte Stevenson, he is asking the questions about why did you send him off?
Is there a timeout called? Is this an official timeout? They haven't signaled anything.
Well, I think they said Jacksonville called timeout, but Monte Stevenson's asking, why did you send him out of the game? I didn't see his helmet come off.
Did we take a timeout?
I don't know.
They didn't signal a timeout. They just blew it dead.
Well, they blew it dead and sent Mario out of the ball game, and Monte Stevenson said, why is he coming out of the game? And I never got the explanation. Apparently Monte Stevenson's good with it because no timeout was given.
That's why I'm not sure that was a timeout. I'm not sure
It wasn't.
what the
I mean,
stoppage was for.
what stopped the game was just the referees coming over to explain to the coaches why they sent Mario out, I guess, because neither team's been charged with a timeout. Interesting.
So 1st and goal for the Lions from the Jacksonville 10-yard line. Blake Meeks once again in at quarterback. 2 men in the backfield with him. Handoff going to go to Perry around the left side. Good pursuit from Jacksonville. And going to be brought down around the line of scrimmage.
Stop, number 3,
Good tackle by Tilley, wrapping him up. Ball's at the 10-yard line now.
Meeks gets the snap. Going to pitch this one on 2nd down. And that is
and a flag.
Samaj Deckard on the reception.
Oh, my goodness.
Tilley's helmet came off. The flag came in as well.
You know, they had helmets coming off at practice one day, and Monte Stevenson just stopped practice and said, hey, the helmets have got to stop coming off. Tighten up your chin strap. Get it fixed because you got to come out of the game, and that doesn't help us. So they're going to get holding on Henderson, which is typically where you see that called, right there where the flag was thrown. So the Indians will benefit from that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a pretty big penalty considering Henderson's inside our 10-yard line. So that'll back him up. 2nd down and goal, this time from the 18. Two receivers right, one left for the Lions. Meeks in the shotgun. Going to flip this one. What a catch from Aiden Perry.
And a flag. Doesn't matter.
I think that's going to be on Jacksonville.
Yeah, he picked it up.
There's a flag on the field.
That was a heck of a catch from Aiden Perry. One-handed grab.
Oh, he snagged it, didn't he?
He did. I didn't think he was going to get that one. That was impressive.
Then he spun the ball, which I don't think that's legal. But I'm whining again. Did you see him throw the ball down and spin it? I guess can you do that in high school?
I have no idea.
I don't think you can. But they're not going to call it.
I don't know. This crew hadn't really been calling that kind of stuff.
No, they're not. They're going to let him. I mean, it's just free for all.
So Navarro in to attempt the extra point. Extra points brought to you by our friends at Neighbors Coffee. Head referee going to step in, hold play for just a second. And now Henderson going to attempt the extra point. Good snap back, good hold. Navarro boots this one through. Kick is good. That makes this 48-2, 1:55 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live.
Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Stocks, and their dental team at All Smiles provide a wide range of dental services. This includes cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, and cosmetic dental care. Call and schedule your appointment at 903-586-0741.
This glorious Whataburger is yours. A few minutes ago, it didn't even exist. Why? Because every Whataburger is 100% fresh beef and made to order. That means we didn't start cooking it until this exact moment, right here, when you ordered it into existence. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium, where they are pumping Gangnam Style out of the scoreboard. I asked Matt during the break if he knew the dance to this, and I'm not even sure that he recognized the song, so I think that was going to be a no.
I think I do now. Yeah, that Dongdon Style, or what is that? What is it
Gangnam
called?
Style, yeah.
Yeah, the guy whipping his arm around. Yeah. Comes up on under the stage,
I can zoom in on you if you
Wasn't
wanna.
that like the first YouTube video to have 1 billion views?
I think that's correct.
Man.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Garza has this one teed up, boots it away. It's going to be fielded by McGowan, trying to make a man miss, gets past the first guy, and Turf Monster gets him as he slips, and he will be spotted at the 24-yard line. Jackson will take over 1st and 10.
That's where Jacksonville will have it, first down and 10.
Next week, Jacksonville on the road again for the second game of their 3-game road streak. They go to Athens. Scarily, a team that beat this Henderson team 56-49 in week 1. And they have that 3-year starter at quarterback that Jacksonville played 2 years ago that ran all over them on the zone read, and he's still doing it. He's a senior now. So it's a really good Athens team Jacksonville will see next week. So first down, Jacksonville at their own 24. Got Ben Bolton and McGowan in the backfield. Not sure about Polk. Hadn't seen him in a while. Hadn't seen him in this half. I'm going to walk down
McGowan up the middle. Good run. Still moving the pile. Pretty good pickup here. 8 yards on the run from Jordan McGowan. And he is down.
Looks like a cramp. But like you mentioned, Matt, we haven't seen Alex Polk here in this second half, and we know Randy Searles won't be coming back in this second half. So we'll see what the plan is at running back, assuming that McGowan's going to miss at least a few plays as he works out the cramp here on the field. You want to take a quick break?
All right.
They're getting him up.
Oh, he's getting up. Look at
He's
that.
getting up.
Yeah.
He's got the cramp. I just talked to Alex. Alex has a little little contusion on his back, bone bruise, so he won't be back.
Gotcha. So we'll see what Jacksonville chooses to do as we're now going 4 deep at running back.
You got Sally coming in, I believe. He already has some carries this year.
Yeah.
CJ,
That
the
is
junior.
one position where Jacksonville has some depth.
Tight formation. CJ Sally does get the handoff. Good run here from him. Good for an EAG Ford first down for being driven back. Kind of late whistle once again from this referee crew. They basically pushed him out of bounds before they decided to blow it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely could have been called a.
I mean, that
There was
is
just a little bit of an extra shove
See
after it was
that?
out of bounds.
See
and-
that? I mean, that no call. Shoved him.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing that you just hope that doesn't kind of come back
Yeah.
later where.
Yeah, Jacksonville responds. I mean,
you know,
Jacksonville
like it did in the
retaliates.
first, like it did in the first
Yeah.
half. So.
But that's the exact kind of thing officials are supposed to watch for, that little last push like that.
Another good run from
Yeah.
Sally. Finds a hole. Going to pick up about 5. And there will be a flag. And I think they're going to call that on Patricio.
Both of those players are first unsportsmanlike that will result in disqualification.
Patricio will check out after that unsportsmanlike penalty, offsetting. Henderson was called for it as well. Got to maintain your composure. So that's going to do it for the third quarter, guys. Mercifully.
Yep. At the end of 3, Henderson leads Jacksonville 48-2. We'll take a short break and come right back. This is Fighting Indian Football on JISD Live. Since 1953, Hubert Glass Oil has been servicing the Texas market with the finest quality fuels and lubricants. Each batch is crafted with precision and quality tested by our in-house lab. Whether you're on the road, on the farm, or on the job, we have the right product for your needs.
Passing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class specialists at Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute are experts in caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're
Welcome back for the start of the 4th quarter. Ben Bolton going to get us underway, finds Jalen Freeman. And I think they're going to give him no gain on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got back to the line of scrimmage, immediately tackled. I think that's Jalen's first catch. Of course,
I think you're right.
He missed last game and a half, I should say. Really promising coming into the season, the 6'4". Can't coach that. I mean, you just get the ball to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
His size alone.
Ben looking for Freeman again.
Guys, Ben's frustrated. I think Jalen was supposed to go out, and he came in, and that's what Ben's signaling to offensive coordinator Bryant King.
Jacksonville set to.
Yep, looks like they're going to punt this one away, 4th down. So that will bring Davian Tavera on.
Yeah, that's Ben Bolton really frustrated right now. As Jalen is talking, he just turned in instead of turning out. That was why the ball was thrown where it was.
High snap, Tavera goes through his hands, but able to field it. Gets the kick away, and it will bounce across the Henderson 40-yard line and be downed at the 39.
Good play there from Davian. As that snap was over his head and still able to send it down.
Nice play.
To the other end of the field.
Yeah, he got a pretty friendly bounce when it went through his hands,
but
too.
Still,
just kind of bounced right up to
for
him.
somebody who has not played football before this year, I mean, he has really shown some real calm nerves under some adverse conditions this year. Since that first game, he's done a really good job.
So we got our 3rd running back in, Jaqueline Fry, the junior for Henderson, getting in the backfield now. Meek's still at quarterback, and they're throwing it.
Meek's going to fire this one to the near sideline for Amir Davis. And good pitch and catch from them. Going to make their way into Jacksonville territory and pick up another 1st down.
So as a punter, I should know this, but is a punter an offensive guy or a defensive guy?
I think there's some gray area there.
We may have to ungray it because Daniels had a heck of a game.
We've got a flag on the sideline after the play.
Okay.
I'm interested to see who they call this on.
I'm expecting against Jacksonville.
I mean, probably. The Henderson player pushed our guy back to the ground, though, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Unsportsmanlike against Henderson. Good call there. You saw it.
Yeah, I mean, C.J. Crockett's over here making the tackle.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who they called that, which number that was they called that on. But
I think they called it on 17 on Amir Davis.
Yeah, he just pushed Crockett to the ground. Crockett was trying to get up, got shoved back down. So favorable call for Jacksonville. I feel like they got that one right.
Ten minutes remaining here in the fourth.
Handoff, gonna go up the middle.
Yeah, nice tackle.
That is number 20, Jaqueline Fry.
We have Castle coming up to make the tackle with Elijah. Got back a few of those penalty yards, but still going to be 3rd down, 13. Keep the receivers in front of you.
At 3rd and long, Meeks in at quarterback still. Going to toss this one down the left side. That one behind the receiver, incomplete, intended for Aiden Perry. Good coverage there for Makai Spencer for Jacksonville.
So 4th and 13. Henderson's going to punt the football.
Castle back deep for Jacksonville.
You're under the stands, you're standing around the concession area. You need to go find your guardian and go sit with them.
So Mason Jones in to punt this one away for the Lions. Good snap back to him. And a pretty good punt away from the Jacksonville returner. Takes a very good bounce. And going to go out of bounds about the Jacksonville 13.
Boy, Jacksonville caught a break right there. Elijah Benavides ran into the punter. Didn't rough him, ran into him. Punter did a little good acting job, but it was enough contact. The official just kind of looked at the punter and went, dude, it's 48-2. I'm not going to call that. So Jacksonville will have the football at their own 17. No, actually, they're going back to the 13. It'll be in the backfield, C.J. Sally. Trent Clater's going to come in at quarterback.
Got 7 seconds on the play clock. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. Clater in at quarterback. Going to hand this one off to Sally, trying to go up the middle, immediately brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Jabron Myers, defensive tackle, just corrals Sally. That weighs him probably about 40 pounds. And Sally gets back to the line of scrimmage, barely.
$8:15 remaining here in regulation.
Clater looking to his left, has his man, good pickup.
Jaqueline
Holman with the catch. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for Jacksonville.
Officials turn the clock back on, although it's still stopped. Head linesman, there's the referee turning it on. So 3rd down, they marked Jaqueline out further back than where he went out of bounds, so he stepped out. 3rd and 7.
Clater looking to his left, trying to find Holman at the 1st down marker. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Just trying to avoid the rush right there. Not great mechanics by Trent. He kind of jumped when he threw it, and the ball sailed on Jaqueline. If he could just stretch out and pull it down, he had a 1st down, incomplete. So here comes our man Tavera, who's had a huge night punting the football. And it's not a good night when your punter is your MVP, if you will.
Ryan, does that hurt your feelings as a former?
No, I agree.
Oh, no. Good grief. Snapped over the head. Safety. Ah. Man, so there's the 50 handle.
Yeah, it's a little high there from Toby.
Yeah.
And they've kind of been getting higher as the game has gone on, too.
Yep.
The last one, Davian was able to get a hand on it, and it at least slowed it down to where it could bounce up to him and he could get the punt off, but not much he can do about that one.
No. I mean, it's just over his head. Yeah. So Henderson will get the ball here on the safety, and the 2 points makes it 50-2. What an odd score.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
50-2. That one might be a scoregami.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. All right, Sorga. That's pretty good reference there.
Did you know that the Bills-Ravens game was a scoregami?
Was
yeah,
it?
It was a 41-40.
Oh,
Apparently
yeah.
that score had
Never
never happened in NFL history before.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what Mike Tirico said after the game.
I wonder what Mike Tirico would say about a 50-2 score.
Have y'all ever heard of 5-0?
I have now.
You have now, because that's the score. The Detroit Lions beat the Dallas Cowboys in 1970 in the playoffs at Texas Stadium.
That is
5-0.
That is a very strange score.
Yep, that was a playoff game too.
Man.
So Davian Tavera going to kick this one off after the safety.
My wife's rolling her eyes right now.
Deep left here on the kickoff from Tavera. This one, lots of room on the return. Once again for Henderson, going to be dragged down just inside the Jacksonville 45, but a pretty good return there. I believe that was Aiden Perry.
Victor Chavez on the tackle for Jacksonville.
Kickoff return for the Lions. Making a stop, number 11, Victor Chavez.
So Meeks going to start this drive for the Lions at quarterback.
Fry's in the backfield. His second stint, I should say.
Yeah, Fry's going to get the handoff, trying to go up the middle. Good defense there from Jacksonville, plugging that hole. No gain on the play.
On the carry, number 20, Keelan Fry. Making the stop, number 74, Nathan Paul.
So second down and 10 now for the Lions. Meeks gets the snap, going to hand this one off to Fry again, makes a good cut, breaks a tackle. Massenberg able to bring him down, but a gain of about 5, maybe 4.
Number 20,
It's going to bring up third down.
Making the stop. Number 1,
Pushes this ball inside the Jacksonville 40-yard line. It's going to be third down and 6 for the Lions. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Meeks trying to get everybody set where he wants them. Get the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Castle first to him, but I think that's going to be enough for a Henderson first down. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like the referee is going to move the chain, so it will be a Henderson first down.
5:10 remaining here in regulation.
Connor Stewart checks in at running back for the Lions. Meeks going to hand this one off.
Oh, yeah, what a hit.
Big hit. Is that Polk? No.
No, that's number 7 for Jacksonville. That's Jaime Patricio.
It wasn't 62?
No, 7. Where's he at? Where's Evans 7?
Oh, I thought that was Blake Littlefield. Maybe I'm wrong.
7's Jaime Patricio.
Yeah.
He came up and just lit him up, and I can tell you that is, unless something changes, that is a bone crusher hit of the game, sponsored by Dark Chiropractic. How you like that? I worked that in there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Jaime. Big hit. Stewart kind of planted his left foot and cut back, and right when he cut back, Jaime met him in the gap. Stood him up. Big hit.
4 minutes remaining here in regulation.
Meek's going to hand this one off. Stewart up the middle, still on his feet. Going to pick up the first down, get to the Jacksonville 20-yard line.
First down, another tackle by Massenberg, Jacksonville.
First and 10, Lions from the Jacksonville 20. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Meeks gets the snap, going to hand this one off. Stewart with some room to run up the middle, finds a hole. Still fighting for some yards. We'll pick up another Lion first down, push this ball to the Jacksonville 7-yard line. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mike Hall going to check in at running back for the Lions. Meeks gets the snap, handles it well, kind of a low snap.
Malik got him.
And Malik Massenberg able to wrap him up.
Nice job by the junior Malik.
Malik Meeks on the quarterback keeper. Making the play, number 0, Malik Massenberg.
So who's calling timeout here? Oh, it's 2-minute timeout. I was about to say, this is an automatic 2-minute timeout.
Yep, so at the 2-minute timeout, we'll step away for just a moment.
Passing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class specialists at Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute are experts in caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute, taking orthopedic care a step further.
Dr. Darwin Dar and his staff at Dar Chiropractic specialize in family chiropractic care, exercise rehab, digital x-rays, nutrition and weight loss programs, decompression, and chiropractic wellness care. Located down the street from the Tomato Bowl, Dar Chiropractic. They can help you feel better.
Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Stocks, and their dental team at All Smiles provide a wide range of dental services. This includes cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, and cosmetic dental care. Call and schedule your appointment at 903-586-0741.
Welcome back to Lions Stadium, coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Lions with inside the Jacksonville 5. Handoff goes to Stewart around the left side, and he will score.
Holding. Bring it back. Referee threw the flag. He threw it about 15 yards upfield. He was about the 20-yard line. The flag landed around the 5. He chunked it.
Oh, yeah. I see Castle picking it up for him.
Yeah.
So. All right, well, that'll help Jacksonville out a little bit here. Back them up. And it's actually going to push this ball out to about the 16-yard line. So be 2nd and goal from the 16 for Henderson.
Well, it looks like Stewart is a little nauseous. So I'm not laughing at him, but he was trying to stay in the game. The official said, you got to go. You got to mess up the field. It's humid, muggy down here, and he's been a workhorse on this drive for Henderson.
Yep, so this will be Mike Hall checking back in at running back for the Lions. Minute 48 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Meeks going to hand this one off. Around the right side goes Hall, tripped up about the line of scrimmage.
Yep, nice play by number 62 for Jacksonville. That's Blake Littlefield. And then Elijah Benavides finished him off, but this is Littlefield who's actually ripped him up. So 119 and counting, 3rd down and goal for Henderson. And they're at the 16.
Meek's going to keep this one himself. Massenberg trying to bring him down, trying to strip the ball. They finally bring Meeks down around the 20-yard line.
Come on now. Oh, look at this. Guys. Break it up.
It is 4th down. There's 20 seconds on the play clock. There's 30 seconds on the game clock.
Just take a knee, please.
Now it's about 2 seconds off. So I bet they're going to hand this one off and try to close it out. No, he's going to throw it off the hands of Perry.
That's pretty crummy right there. I don't like that right there. Guys, that's not cool. If you're up 50-2 and the clock's running out and you throw it into the end zone, that ain't cool. Huh. Okay.
I don't know. That's going to do it. That'll be your final tonight. Henderson 50, Jacksonville 2.
Yeah, it's been that kind of night, where after the first half, you're just kind of hoping to get out of here without any major dust-ups between the teams. And we largely did that in the second half.
So Monte Stevenson is talking right now to Rick Meeks and Thomas Sitton. Not sure what that conversation's about, but doesn't look real pleasant. And I don't blame you. You got to take up for your kids, and I thought that was a cheap shot at the end of the game. Game's over, and you just take a knee, go ahead, and you throw into the end zone to try to score. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I'm not even sure that's the conversation, but it doesn't look like it's a good one right now. So Jacksonville will go gather, and Coach Stevenson is going to talk to his team, but not before he looks like he's having a pretty strong conversation with Thomas Sitton and Rick Meeks, and now they're shaking hands, which is good, and patting him on the back. Isaac Thomas comes in and kind of intervenes there a little bit. And I don't know. I felt like it was a not very sportsmanlike there at the end. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I just don't think that was very sportsmanlike, and I think Monte's telling them about it, and it's just not cool. So they're still talking. So because it looked like you saw the quarterback Meeks. He was kind of like looking at the sideline. And he looked like they were either going to take a knee because there was a 2-second differential. And as soon as it got down to about 5 seconds, they ran to the line, boom, and threw the pass. Not cool. All right, stay with us. We'll get Monte Stevenson's comments after tough night here in Henderson. If you guys want to start with the stats, actually, let's do this while we're waiting.
Let's go ahead and knock out some awards.
We'll hand out our post-game awards. First, our Bone Crusher Hit of the Game, sponsored by Dar Chiropractic. If your body needs an adjustment, call Dr. Darwin Dar, JHS class of 1894. No, he's not that old. 1984.
I don't know that he would appreciate that
No,
very
he
much.
wouldn't. He's going to get after me now. Dr. Dar is your hometown chiropractor. Bone Crusher Hit of the Game goes to, I'm looking, Jaime Patricio, number 7. Big hit there just a few moments ago. Just leveled their running back. Actually, he had to leave the game after that big hit. So Jaime Patricio gets the Bone Crusher Hit of the Game. Jacksonville Offensive and Defensive Players of the Game, sponsored by Austin Bank, your community bank, locally owned and operated since 1900. The Austin Bank defensive, we'll start with the defensive player of the game, Elijah Benavides. Had a nice game all over the field, played well, and we're going to cove that with Malik Massingberg. So Malik Massingberg and Elijah Benavides will share the defensive player of the game. It's hard to call that, in a game where the other team gets 50 points, but those two young men played hard. They played to the whistle, and they had a tough game. Offensive player of the game is a young man, had a huge game tonight, and you don't like to see this from your punter, but Davian Tavera had an outstanding night punting the football for Jacksonville, got some nice rolls. He handled some tough snaps, and Davian Tavera is the offensive player of the game. We appreciate Austin Bank sponsoring each week Jacksonville's offensive and defensive players of the game. Stand by. We'll get Monte Stevenson's post-game interview, sponsored by All Smiles Dentistry. Doctors Brad Westbrook and Charlie Stocks. They're your hometown dental team. Guys, if you want to start on some stats.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start on some stats. All right, post-game stats brought to you by Randy Gorham, CPA. Got Todd and Lee here. So if we want to go ahead and take a look at some post-game stats.
Passing, we finished with Ben Bolton, 9 completions on 17 attempts for 35 yards. Trent Clater, 2 completions on 5 attempts for 1 yard and 2 interceptions. Rushing, Randy Searles, 10 carries for 94.
In the first half.
Yep. Jordan McGowan, 6 carries for 16 yards. CJ Sally, 3 carries for 9 yards. Receiving, Bubba Suarez Mosley, 6 catches for 15. Jamie Patricio, 1 catch for 14. Jaqueline Holman, 2 catches for 10.
What was Davian? What did he finish at average? Is that right? 25?
Yeah, 5 for 126 yards. It'd be 25, but I don't know. We may need to look at that.
Right.
That doesn't. How'd we go from a 40 to 25? That doesn't.
No. He had,
it's better than that.
Yeah, something's not right there. So, all right. Do you want to take a look at the Henderson stats real quick?
It may be counting off with that snap over his head. I called it a safety.
That's what I was wondering.
Those are always weird.
Right.
Those are always weird to account for statistically.
Yep. The stuff that's.
I don't know. We may have to look back at that because I thought he would
out
be.
Of the ordinary.
I knew he had the one that he
Hey, we're going to get Monte
went
Stevenson
through his
here
hands.
before
He was
y'all.
able to get a punt off, but I mean,
Okay.
it shouldn't have affected his average that much.
All right, we'll talk about that.
We'll figure it out.
Coach Stevenson, appreciate you joining us here. Man, that game just got away and just started off good and just quickly got away from you.
Man, our kids have to understand that it is a 4-round fight, and they're not going to stop just because you're playing well in the first quarter. We had our opportunities there. We never took advantage of them. We have to go back and watch film, look at what we didn't do well, focus on our strengths, and continue to build, because we got one more tune-up game. And after that, they're for real. I want to win them all. I think we all do. But we got one more chance, which is next week, to prepare ourselves for Nacogdoches.
You're creating turnovers, which is great, but just not taking advantage of them.
Oh man! So the past 3 weeks, I think counting tonight, I want to say we're at 10 or 11 And that's a heck of a number for a defensive team in 3 weeks.
For 3 games, yeah.
So that's telling me right there that they are starting to understand and pick up what we're asking from them. Offensively, again, we got to go back and hit the drawing board and look at the things we don't do well, the things we do well. We need to hone in on that and let that be our focus for the remainder of the season. But right now, I'm not getting down. It's not district. It's not the first district game. It's another tune-up game. One more next week, and then we're going to see what happens.
Coach, I also think it's another game when you get in a situation like that where the other team tries to get in your head a little bit and gets chippy, and this is where the maturity of your team and the players have got to realize what they're doing and not fall prey to that, because the refs always seem like they get the second guy. But a learning experience is what I'm saying as far as how to handle yourself.
Sure, we're young, and again, that can't be no excuse. I don't think they understand what the consequences are if you are that second guy getting caught, whether it's throwing a punch or not. But we got to look at those mistakes again. Again, we're going to be without one of our better players the first half of next week. We got to, again, get on the drawing board. What does that first half look like without them, and then adjust accordingly. So, again, it's those lessons learned they got to figure out along the way.
As you said, you have one more tune-up game in Athens. It's a good football team. They beat Henderson in week 1. So what do you know about Athens? What can you tell us about them? I know you've already looked at them.
Man, they have a really good quarterback and a really good receiver. So we're going to have a plan based on to get those two out of rhythm and make them do what they don't want to do. But obviously they're coached very well. It's a really good team that they have over there in Athens. So we got to go back and watch film and figure out a good game plan to take away what they want to do, which is 18.
Coach, thank you for visiting with us.
Thank you. Go Indians.
All right. Monte Stevenson, appreciate him joining us on the All Smiles post-game interview. Guys, back to you.
All righty. Thank you, Matt. I think that's going to do it for us tonight from Lion Stadium. So on behalf of Todd Travis, Matt Montgomery, and Lee Traylor, I'm Ryan Travis. Thank you for joining us tonight for all the action from Henderson Lions Stadium. We'll see you next Friday as we travel to Athens, where we will be live from Bruce Field. Enjoy your weekend.